I walk in the mall every day, and this nail place is always jumping. But take a look. The boycott is working because they are closed down.
Personal updates that we do have there. And this is week 3, I believe, if y'all are keeping score for the case of the people who have called it a boycott. It's week 3. So just to keep the score around here, as I told y'all, what's coming into effect now is people coming to terms with reality. Every day you're going to keep opening this, letting gas and electric run, doing XYZ. This stuff is now going to start to cost you money. So if you know, same way restricting some of these black damn businesses down to, all right, you don't even keep your doors open like that unless you got to go ahead to produce a big amount of food or this, that, and the third. You'll have your doors open so you can cook. All right. But you're talking about trying to be able to depend on, you said customer base and, all right, individuals buying merchandise and spending bread every day. When you know that you can't go ahead to guarantee that, then what you have is a situation where it's going to cost you money every day in order for you to keep these things running in here because it ain't nothing on the back line here. All right. No, to help you cover the dividends in here that you know are going to usually, need to be spent, which you usually got this money out of black people without even having to ask for it. All right. And our kids. All right. Yeah, without even having to raise your voice or to lift your eyebrows. This money was already there for you. All right. Yes, indeed. Now you're looking at the table and the board, and it's concerning to a circumstance that the economic market, period, is rough. And so many people in America are trying to find the cheapest ways in here to have the most, dude. All right, without you sitting back breaking the bank here, and for the relationships that you do have with individuals here, you just want to make sure, all right, for these cases that they respect you, dude. They respect the money that you're giving to them. They respect the fact that you pulling up on them and giving them your hard-earned dollar. All right, and I told you those best opportunities need to be held and conducted right there where we live at. I said a redistribution of wealth. It is not a boycott, baby. All right. It's just a redistribution of wealth in circumstances that I believe freedmen need to get accustomed to every day. Just get used to it. All right. If you used to it, you ain't got to call it nothing. None of these other communities announce that they don't spend bread with us. Not one of them. They just, it's a way of life. They just walk around and that's what they do. All right. We need to carry it the same way and call it a redistribution of wealth there, dude. All right. I can go ahead to co-sign to at least to say the Jewish society actually goes to spend money with their own people. That's true. All right. That's 1,110% true. All right. But can I sit back to say for the fried chicken spot? All right. No, for the beauty supply store. All right. For the nail salon. All right. For all of these different companies that you folks have out here, are your people there to spend that majority coin, dude? Is that what's lined up at the door? I'm asking for a friend. All right. Because if the circumstances are not what I just said, all right, then somebody's been sitting around here lying to you for a long time, dude, about all this camaraderie and we're together and coalitions and look at what they can do. No, look at what they can do with the support of freedmen, with freedmen money. I'm talking about from generation to generation, baby. I talked about this the other day. All right, generation to generation. Your mama used to go to that same corner store there. Now you go into it and you say your kids is going to it, and they still taking your dollars, still taking your money. All right. Yeah, that's a conflict of interest on so many different levels for a case of individuals who feel like they can take one of yours off the earth here, one of your kids. All right. Yes. No, and I don't need to get punished for it. And you guys need to go back to paying for my high priced products that I got over here, my overcharged stuff here. All right. No, my outdated stuff I got in here. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. No, don't worry about it. Get over it, Negroes. All right. No, it ain't such a big deal. You shouldn't be whining about XYZ. And they're feeling the flames, baby. All right. Because what you don't do for Friedman is dare us, dude, to go ahead and be without something that speaks upon the colonization that we see in the world. Anywhere we look at, Ghana, anywhere. All right. Yeah. You coming over here, holding and maintaining resources connected to companies and corporations in which we can't get a hold of or we can't get access of. All right. Bringing it back to us and charging us top dollar for it. All right. As they give you a building to set up shop, loans, all this other extra money in here. All right. No, a free home to live in, free transportation. I'm talking about all these different things y'all get vouchers for. All right. Yes, indeed. This is how they set you up coming through the damn door. All right. No, excuse me. A fresh social security number here, dude. All right. No, very brand new social security number that you can have in here. That means clean credit. All right. Being able to start from zero, dude. All right. And not only that, he said for the first 5 years, in certain cases, you don't even have to pay taxes, dude. All right. So you just sitting up in here collecting bread. All right. Nah, man. All right. This is why I'm for the terms of what Marion Barry said, 110%. And for the black society, the money needs to go right back to another black person's hands. That's the only way we survive. All right. That's the only way we got something to give to our kids. That's the only way. All right. Yes, indeed. Now, speaking of individuals who need to have concern, we have concern for and need some help. It is some of our Haitian good brothers and sisters here, what have you. All right. Wave their something poverty flag every chance they get. Now they're protesting and crying because they have to go back. It's hashtag FBA. Look, man, I ain't here to try to smack folks upside their head that's already going through it. All right. Now, this just came down, I want to say, within the last couple of hours or the last 24 hours. All right. The Supreme Court's the Supreme Court's order for the Haitian TPS status thing, he's decided to go ahead to terminate it, as y'all can see. Haitian TPS status has been terminated by the U.S. Supreme Court. All right. So, yeah. This is also one of the things in here where y'all seen Ayanna Presley that was advocating for, and she was like, yeah, we got it done. Because what she ended up doing in that process was being able to get them a little bit more temporary status, and they were able to chill for a little bit longer. Now the Supreme Court has put the stop to all that shit. This is the last place that they can go at in order to protest this at all. All right. And that just goes to show you politically how far some of those bastards are willing to drag shit all the way out to smoke. It's like you ain't doing shit for nobody else. You nose deep into this. You can't even finish this to be successful, but we at least see you applying effort. All right. You look over here for Friedman. Every time you see us, she keeps putting up reparation signs, all of these mixed things. And it's not really to talk about cash. It's to talk about who's willing to go down this, con artist type of mode where we switch reparations to college debt. All right. And to giving money to everybody. All right. Yeah. Because reparations is truly HR 40, and HR 40 ain't a damn thing, nigga. All right. It's whatever they say it is. Mm-hmm. If you ain't read the bill for HR 40, dude, all right, leave it alone. All right. As y'all guys said here, if I said reparations at HR 40, these are the things that she put on her signs that she had marching around. All right. Trying to make sure that she confused people off the break here. All right. So I got to go back to Ayanna Presley. I got to go back to funky coons like James Clyburn, who sat up in here and watched it burn because he originally wrote this HR 40 shit. His crusty ass. All right. And my whole deal is why put this stuff together if you never planned on doing a damn thing for Friedman? If y'all look into that HR 40 bill, the original joint he wrote, it's an all lives matter joint, dude. All right. It's to give money to everybody. All right. So let's be clear on the con from the jump. All right. Don't let them talk this garbage to you. If you don't believe what I'm saying, please just sit back and take a little bit of time and read it for yourself. It ain't gonna take you that damn long. All right. But you're going to get to a part of some all lives matter. All right. Break everybody off. All right. No, when you talk about reparations, that's supposed to fix an economic damage, dude. To fix damage, to level us out, to place us economically where we're supposed to be at. All right. If you go to fill everybody's pockets, where we end up at is at the bottom where we started at. All right. That's why that never works. All right. You're supposed to fix an economic wrong here. All right. That's what that's about. All right. And we're helping them, family, get the notice of this by forcing their buffer classes to shut down their damn doors. All right. It proves a person's dishonest hands, family. All right. You lie and say black and brown. But the truth is, if these other folks can't extort us, they don't got no need for us. All right. They already don't want to speak to you. All right. No, already getting funky with you watching your kids. I told you in the store here, also shooting us in the back and being able to go free here in the courts. That's already taken place here. What you see here now is that, okay, if you don't spend your bread, dude, and you don't give up a couple of hours to these jokers here, all right, give it 3 weeks. They'll just close the gates and get out of there. Well, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Good. All right. Absolutely here. Good. Especially for some of these folks in here in the black society here where you can find your black stores and different things that you need a lot more closer, such as the hair stores and what have you. All right. This is why, at least when I see stuff in here in Maryland or in any other place in here that is all black, I try to make sure that I promote it here. All right. I'm trying to make sure that y'all can get all the traction that you can, because these black businesses that you have now are being flooded, dude. All right. Yes, indeed. Folks are coming in. Sisters are lined up to get their nails done. They spending real money, Halls. All right. Like, that's the truth. They spending real bread. All right. Ain't no pump faking in here. All right. And we got to keep that energy going. All right. No, forever, nigga, until the end of time. All right, forever. I swear, dude. Give it. Shit, you ain't got to give it 10 years. You can give it 2 or 3 years here, Halls. You continuing this status of things. And you watch how fast we blossom overnight in the same damn communities where they told you we couldn't set up shop. Watch what happens. All right. You literally going ahead when we say a redistribution of wealth and putting it right back into black people's hands. And that goes back to our, as I told you, our gas stations, or rather you said our businesses, gas stations, rather we had there are, grocery stores, hospitals, all these different things, that schools that had to be tailor-made for us because segregation was right there in order. That wasn't a choice of yours, nigga. Now a white person can come in here and walk in your shit. All right, no problem. You're not going to have a hassle or anything else extra like that. But when it comes to this placement and territory here, of where you're going to be at, that has already been decided. All right, that's what these signs are for. This is what all this extra is for. Now, speaking of the difference of the law, because I understand this is a black man right here, he be going down. All right. Now, he said, I'm going to read this here. He said, a white pastor from Louisiana, Mark Spell, that's his name. All right. Mark, Spell, says that his young neighbor threatened to grape his wife and grape his grandchildren, and that the next time that he went out of town that he would unalive them. And he said his own neighbor responded and said that was a lie. All right, well, let me go ahead and tell you guys this here, Halls. Y'all are some dangerous folks, man. You understand? You're dangerous. I'm scared. All right, I've seen somebody get beat down here in the yard. All right. He came across the street like the Mad Hatter. All right. Yes, indeed. Y'all talk about criminals in our community. Shit. All right. No, you better get behind something. All right. You better get down and get behind something. All right. No, Debo's like, he's giving this man the work. I can't even show it. He's giving him work, dude. All right. No, every piece. This is a man beating on another man. All right. I'm talking about giving him work. I can't even show you. All right, big time. You see that hand keep going up? All right. No, that hand is going back like that because he's giving him the business. All right. Just so y'all can see the hand going in motion. Let me point to it right here. All right. The arm. All right. Yeah, these are short punches. All right.
That's him right there, y'all. All right, that's the guy. All right, make sure we got him. All right, that's him. All right, that's on top of the man's back here. And we're gonna let him go explain himself, of course, and we'll be right back.
Said, Tony, I'm going to rape your wife. I'm going to rape all of your grandchildren. And he said, the next time you go out of town, I'm going to kill them. And what the F are you going to do about it?
Yeah, some disturbing details there. Our partners at WBRZ say that they spoke to both neighbors. They claim that everything the pastor's saying was false. They also say that this is all connected to the recent end of a legal battle that began after Spell was arrested for violating COVID mandates during the pandemic. They say Spell added them to a lawsuit against former Governor John Bel Edwards because the cameras on their home recorded his sermons. That lawsuit was later dismissed.
That's one of y'all preachers, man. He's a pastor. All right. No, I wonder what sermon in there he's preaching. All right. Yeah, dude. I'm talking about, look, man. All right. Even the neighbors said he was lying. All right. Yeah, this had to deal with a legal battle, man. All right. Now I get it. Old main man getting ready to get broke off. He about to get hit off. All right. No, it's like, don't hit him, yo. Don't fight back, yo. All right. Yeah, he all on your back with some goofy shit. All right. This is smart. All right. No, he's about to get paid, yo. All right. Nope, don't hit him at all. All right. Look defenseless. All right. Like you had no choice. All right. You had no say in the matter. All right. Yeah. Man, you're going to be broke. You're going to be ashy and broke by the time it's finished. Mm-hmm. Let's see what the white folks mean when they say, I will sue your ass, buddy. All right. You know they can't get no real justice. Ain't nobody going down. No, not really. All right. But you can sue the shoelaces off of them. All right. It's like civilly. All right. No, for all types of damages, nigga. All right. Right. I'm talking about it and get him good. All right. Because it's one thing I know about their nature, even when it comes to attacking us, you know, they're going to line black people up. They come right for our pockets, baby. They go tap them pockets. All right. The money. All right. They don't care about all that other extra shit. They still want you to survive in this world, in this society. All right. No, for the rest of the world to see how deplorable, all right, you are and that you're down on your damn luck. All right. No, that's a part of that long con there, too. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Absolutely. All right. You wonder why you have certain things in the course. I said they have to score it out this way. All right. Guys like this get to run around the neighborhood and call themselves pastors, man. All right. No, that's what you guys get. All right. And Lord forbid he has any choice. He said here, all right, his children, all right, that doesn't have any interest here into what he's doing. All right. Now, I would like to see their closet, nigga. All right. Yeah, I'd like to see their gun collections and shit. All right. You damn right, man. That's what my interest is. All right. If the Reverend is just the Reverend goes across the street and hands out Stone Cold Steve Austin ass whoopings. All right. If that's what he does. All right. Yeah, let me get a police flashlight, nigga. All right. Give me that police flashlight right there. All right. Move to the side, son. Move to the side, son. All right. Right. You need to get a look back there. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. No, nigga. The police flashlight. All right. Yo, give me that. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to see everything. All right. Man, that shit a blind police flashlight blind. It'll blind the hell out you, man. All right. Even if you ain't been smoking no weed or nothing. All right. Your brain hurt, nigga. All right. Nigga, could you dim the light down some, nigga? All right. Shit. All right. That should make your should make your brain start. All right. Come on, hoes. All right. Put that bitch on you out of nowhere. Yeah, what you guys been up to tonight? Hey, what you guys doing? All right, come on, man. shit. All right. Yeah, you ain't supposed to cuss somebody ass out after that. All right. Yeah, you blowing a spot, especially if you chilling. It's a late night. You just doing your thing. All right. You put that police flashlight on your stinking ass. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what do you guys got going on? All right. Hey, you guys seem to be having a good time. All right. You say, we were. We were, nigga. All right. Yes, indeed, man. He said, it's time to clear the spot. All right. I feel bad for spots like we say, rather for New York or some of these other spots in here where the police just walk up and down the street. All right. Hey, they just got the audacity to be walking in packs down the street. All right. Yeah, man, I feel bad for you. All right. That's a horrible feeling. All right. Yeah, that's when them cases like that, I'm glad to be raised somewhat in the country. You can call it that. All right. Yeah, with people mind their own damn business. Law enforcement is right there, but you just got to be some old, all right. Yeah, reckless, raggedy nigga for them to be on you. You got to be in everybody's face. All right. Yeah, you got to be moving a certain way. All right. That's folks I can honestly say here that I know that are chilling, man. They still chilling to this day because they don't have nobody in their mix. All right. May dabble a little bit here and there. You understand? All right. But have been kept it clean as a blade of grass, nigga. All right. Because they don't have nobody in their business. All right. Yes, I got plenty of homeboys like that. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. True to it. All right. But to look at the substances and these terms here year to date that you see out here. All right. And how easily drawn folks are. All right. At least here, I'm talking about to terms of the dominant society here. All right. The worst thing that you can have is police just on the ground walking up on your ass, nigga. All right. No, from any direction. All right. Like shit, man. All right. I'm not saying this is supposed to be like back in the day where you just stand on a corner with drugs in your pocket. I'm not saying that. All right. But still. All right. No, I don't. Look, man. Yeah, I'd like to feel comfortable. All right. Moving around, dude. All right. Yeah. You got 3-4 of them motherfuckers getting ready to walk up. You might not be too comfortable, man. All right. Yeah. Shit. And they known to jack a nigga up or get in this mix, man, or pat people down. All right. Shit. You don't let me tell you like this. I don't give a fat rat's ass how bad somebody thinks they are, dude. All right. Whatever the police decides the law is right there at that moment is what's gonna go down. Rather, your civil rights are gonna get violated or what, nigga. All right. No, rather about every violation in the world we get ready happen to you. All right. It's going to go down, dude. All right. You can mention something here. All right. To hope that it doesn't happen here, Halls. All right. But these bastards are that trifling and that vindictive here, Halls, and that much of meatheads and that uneducated, dude. All right. Shit. The first thing that we seen out here when we started calling shit out, talking at these police officers here, this was years ago, was the fact that I want to say in Ohio or somewhere in Cleveland here, they didn't require you to have a high school diploma in order for you to be a police officer. All right. Yeah, it was real bad, man. All right. Horrible. All right. No, once we called that out publicly, they fixed it. You understand? Yeah, but before that time, it was like, damn, like, what you got out here, nigga? All right. Yeah. We getting smoked and everything else. We got the damn. All right. we got the damn shoot first. Bloodthirsty. I got water on the brain. All right, what's the dude's name? Sean. What you call it? What's his name? Sean Payne or whatever his name is. Sean. God damn, what the hell is his damn name here, man? All right, y'all know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, we got jokers like him responding to wellness calls, dude. All right, yeah, you ain't right. All right, now you have my sister in here, Halls, at least for the cases of whatever she's going through in here, go down to the floor. Of course, you're trying to take some pot of water off the stove, but that shit was like a distance away from her. She wasn't going to throw nothing on nobody. All right. Yeah, he's ridiculous. He just wanted to go ahead to murder this young lady. All right. Yeah, even his partner was sitting there looking at him strange, nigga. Like, dude, all right, something wrong with you. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it was odd. He didn't go in to follow in with nothing because he understood a crime was just committed, dude. All right. And he didn't want to attach himself to it at all. You go look at Sonia Massey situation here, my sister. All right. And he didn't want to attach himself to that shit at all. He's like, yeah, this nigga just lose his mind on the job. All right. No, because it wasn't normal. It wasn't anything that, all right. Oh, it was some straight white supremacist shit. And this is why he ended up getting punished and getting the time he did. And he got that shit. Sean Gracie, excuse me. He got that shit quickly, dude. All right. These names came back to me real quick. I had to think for a second. All right. Yeah. That's why he got that time. He got justice fast, nigga. All right. Same way with that Susan woman here that shot our sister through the damn door. All right. When you go back to look at her, I think they had a Netflix, had a special and all this other shit. Yeah, this woman was calling the police on them people every goddamn day. All right. A pest, dude. A pest. Goddamn it. She got herself locked up. I think she had ended up crashing her pickup truck through a gate and then just leaving her truck there. All right. Yeah, the police came down there to ask her a couple questions. She kept trying to get smart and everything else. He said, if I go down there to identify that that's your truck, I'm going to take you to jail. All right. Yeah, because she wouldn't. This is the same funky ass woman. Yeah, because she wouldn't just tell him, look, that's her truck. All right. She had an incident or something that happened earlier today. And this is what happened while I bumped into the gate. Now, she would be forced to pay a fine. All right. But by her already being home and everything, other than her having to go possibly get her truck and move her shit, that's all the officer would have told her to do. All right. Yeah, this little bitter joke is bickering. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Well, it's not me. I don't know what you mean. All right. Yeah, he said, if I got to leave here, all right, and go and write down all this shit and do this and the third, and I come back and I find out it's yours, you're going to jail. All right. And he sure enough came back there and locked her goofy ass up. All right. Damn sure did. All right. She was already a threat, man. All right. She was already a maniac. She was sitting up here calling little black kids nigga and shit, throwing roller skates at you. All right. And all the rest of their stuff, they would be outside playing and what have you. She's just a maniac. Nobody can't make no noise. All right. You crazy as cat shit. All right. Right. What are you talking about? All right. No, dude. You said everybody, folks got families and stuff like that around here, Hoss. You don't get to terrorize people because ain't nobody that came to visit you in 30 years. All right. Right. Yeah, because don't nobody love you like that. All right. Now I'm going to take my frustrations out on the world. All right. And that's what ended up happening. This is why she's in the penitentiary. This is why our sister is gone here. All right. Yes, indeed. That's why I told y'all, look, you got to do a reconnaissance. Don't just roll up on people's doors and, all right, especially when you know they ain't right. All right. You know, they are part of that society. Don't just roll up on them. All right. Because you said in the cases of having a man, you said, why is that very important? Because a man's always going to do reconnaissance. He's looking. All right, to see who's going in and out of that house. All right, you know how many people chilling out front. All right, what's the normal routines? All right, you know that man is from the military standard is doing reconnaissance, nigga. All right, sitting over here looking. All right, to make sure that you know for the cases of precautions and safety with your children, what's around them, and that's from every direction, not just that joker there. All right, but especially over there. All right. Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all go ahead to speak to matters and quarters as far as with that. That's serious business. I want to get to Paul Pierce's piece, but I want to make sure that I understand what the individual had put at the top here first. I don't want to just get into something and I don't know exactly where we're going. Paul Pierce was fed up with Amber Rose and his podcast host after they kept blaming men for all their society's problems, claiming men are too feminine and unwilling to provide for a woman these days, forcing women to be more masculine. We have been sitting here for 2 hours listening to them blame everything on men. And this is the problem, because the same way that you hear men, young ladies, all right, crying about how you won't give them none. All right. Yeah. That's the same way that we hear, all right, the circumstances you wanting us to financially do something for you. All right. We don't give a shit. All right. Right. We don't care. All right. No, the feeling is mutual. All right. The problem is with these feelings being mutual, a large chunk of the damn men, all right, deciding to go to the damn Xbox and get an OnlyFans page and disregard you entirely. All right. No, it's the circumstances and these facts here that on both sides, folks feel like whining is going to get the job done. All right. Yeah. All of this finger pointing and blaming to fix anything. And I say this here as a person, all right, that is fully open for any criticism that somebody wants to spit my way. In order to fix things in here from your community, dude, you got to start internally. That means we got to start with ourselves. All right. Yeah, we have to start with us. All right. Yes, indeed, dude. Yeah, so you can't come through here for this standard here and you keep trying to tell men what their problem is when you're sitting in front of women and you know exactly what their problem is. All right. It's just for a lot of y'all with the narcissism in this is that you hope that whatever your problem is going to be your advantage some type of way. And it's shooting blanks, baby. All right, because it's less of the men that you want like that around. And for the ones that have been around like that you're looking for, they're taken and they ain't, or they're not looking for you. That's the problem. All right. Yes. And that goes both ways. All right. That cuts on both sides of the grass. Yeah. Some people, all right, like individuals that are honest with themselves here. All right. And when you go ahead to them terms, that means I ain't coming through the door immediately to start playing a damn blame game against the other gender, the opposite side of these gender here things. All right. The part of the problem that we have in here with these cases of the women being non-submissive is because these women like to take non-accountability. All right. Right. And that's unattractive on its face to any, all right, real man looking in. All right. If she don't understand where her flaws are at here, Hoss, or you ain't got to change anything. You're just in here to give a bunch of orders and it ain't about this and that. It's about you, all right, constructing yourself to a standard that allows me to get over on you. No. All right. Absolutely not. This is what most of us men hear. This is what we hear. All right. You need to allow me to get over on you. All right. That's what we hear when y'all start talking all this spending money stuff. All right. We get it, nigga. A woman will disregard a pair of tennis shoes or something like that and in a heartbeat, nigga. Wear them one time, nigga. And all right. Right. And completely disregard that shit. All right. Right. It don't mean nothing. You going out here paying for all this shit. All right. Now, that's one thing that I do understand. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. For a lot of them, it's the vibes of it. All right. It's whatever stories behind it. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it's something that puts to this young lady that she is special here. All right. I'm different. I'm separate than the other experiences that's going on in the streets. All right. Even though we know that these circumstances are the furthest things from the truth. All right. Yeah. The internet allows you to live large lives of nostalgia, nigga, and shit that ain't really going on. All right. Hold on. Fair use.
Raw, and you're coming back to me with that energy and that shit on you.
I'll kill a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
It's crazy. We've been sitting here for 2 hours listening and blame everything on man. They blame us for everything.
That BV does come from a man, though.
It does come
But I'm
from a
just saying,
man.
I get it. I get it.
All right, so
I
let's see.
accept that.
What's your
I
perspective on
accept it.
something? Let's hear your perspective.
No, that's just good. Y'all giving me some game, though.
Paul says that overseas women are better.
They just got more discipline. They got
But
more.
the
I'm
reason I
actually
say
not
they
mad
have
at
more
that.
discipline is because of this. The
Because
men
they
are
got
different.
more cultural family values.
Yeah, I think he's
They
right.
do.
You
But
know what I'm
but
saying? They
wanna
got
know
more
why though? Because
cultural
the men
No, this is that passport, bro. Trash. Stop, Paul. All right. Because the women over there want a G-Wagon just like the women over here. So sit down, nigga. All right. These lames over y'all folks are sitting here you're trying to act like you some gurus on this shit, but you're telling on yourself. There's the problem. All right. You snitching on yourself. All right. Niggas are going across over the joint paying for trim. All right. No, you're telling, dude. We don't even want to know. All right. This is how bad we got to pick this apart here real quick, because it ain't where you from here, it's where you at. It's the individual here. Feminism is everywhere, all through the cases of the world. I don't care where you go at. All right. So it's popping off. It's jumping everywhere, dude. All right. It is about the individual in which you are. Are some women different here in certain cases in other countries? Yeah, but the laws are different in other countries for women too as well. All right. That has a lot to do with things. All right. Yeah. A lot of these busters don't want to tell you this shit here, Halls. All right. No, because they got some tendencies of their own. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, you don't mind certain behaviors being excused. All right. Yeah. Because y'all have been known for years to not being able to get your shit in line over there. All right. No, any man who's got to blow up in here, Halls, to put your foot in some woman's hind parts, you done already lost, nigga. All right. Let me tell you like that. You've already lost. All right. I truly believe that. I don't believe in the circumstances of gorilla pimping, nigga. All right. I don't, man. All right. I think it all leads to the cases Iceberg Slim said. It leads to a penitentiary cell. All right. Quicker than anything else, quicker than anything that you can have here, being some type of pimp or what have you, hypothetically speaking. All right. Yeah, it will shut your whole stable down, nigga. All right. Right. Yeah. A true man here for the cases of doing whatever his thing way back when, he can be able to use his mind. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Wasn't to the motions of that. All right. But to each is his own. All right. Back to this.
Into their man and how to
Keep it real. The men have that. The men are raised to provide
You
for a
talking about
woman.
the overseas men?
Yeah.
We are raised to provide for cooperative women. Yeah, if a woman decided that she's going to go off in the wilderness, let her go. All right. No, ain't no sense of being simps and Sam Sausage here. And too many of y'all year to date, you want to be courted. Y'all killed chivalry, so courting ain't gonna happen. All right, a nigga can't fake when he know you sitting up in here entertaining 18 or 15 other niggas. All right. Yeah, courting is unnecessary. All right. Yeah, that's dumb. All right. And I'm in my mind, like, all right, well, what you playing game? All right, what you want? All right. Not in here to have this old bullshit conversation. If the vibes is there, they'll be there. If I feel awkward, I'm getting out of there. Mm-hmm. All right. Yes, indeed. And I recommend young ladies, y'all do the same. All right. Right. Well, what we did back in the day is you had more of the courses of the cases of face-to-face here, Halls, and you had to go and actually meet and sit down and talk to people. All right. Yeah, all of this extra shit here year to date with a communication basis, it's way off because, all right, you hear one thing and then they're going to go ahead to hear another. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. What can't go ahead to take away from some of these solid things in the cases of, we said, power, wealth, and influence and what have you. All right. For those territories and places here. All right. No, is that possessions of longevity being able to maintain. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Those are the promising things. That's what brings extra knowledge. Actually getting, I told folks, and anybody ever asked me some type of game or this, that, and the third, you have to go get your nose broken yourself. All right. Go through these experiences. Allow yourself to fail. All right. There's lessons in that. All right. Hold on.
They're raised to provide for a woman culturally right off the bat. Sure. So if I feel safe.
So we should just all
Paul, listen, you have to understand. Listen, you have to understand that men are the leaders of society. We live in a patriarchy. We're very comfortable living in a patriarchy. But when when men don't do what they have to do for us,
Right.
right? We're beneath you guys. We're okay with that.
Exactly.
Right?
Not in this day and time.
Well,
No,
we're
because
This
of
day and
y'all
time are
though.
different.
But you guys set the tone.
Just like you said, the masculinity is up on women.
But
and
that's
But
they
because
get into
you
their little
made us
sexy
masculine.
vibe.
because
and
of
all
what?
this.
Listen to what she's
Okay,
saying.
my bad.
Yeah, well, okay, if you're the leader, right, and I'm following you, we're following you, right?
Uh-huh.
And we start to have masculine energy, but you're the leader. That means you did something wrong for us to have this masculine energy.
is.
We're not the leaders of society,
It
right?
is.
If somebody
Ma'am, you are the leader of the slut walk. All right? The slut walk. She's the leader. She's the host of it. All right? That's you. All right? AKA my boyfriend left with Cher. All right? Yes, I'm talking about ovaries done, everything. Can't offer anything, nothing, nigga, but hopefully you can get in on her wheel, nigga. All right? Yeah, maybe right before she croaks, you can go ahead and get next to the money. All right? No, that Alexander Edwards. You walking around here with a tattoo on your forehead. All right? Come on, ma'am. Ma'am. All right? You're going to get exactly what you're entitled to. All right? Wiz Khalifa, baby mama. All right? God damn it. It's a Kanye West ex-girlfriend. All of these different things that don't mean a damn thing now. All right? Yes, to messing with women now. All right? That's what it's come to. All right? You can't criticize men for anything. You tapped out. All right? Yeah, you ain't even looking for men no more. Are you? All right? No, not with them photos I see. All right? You seem quite comfortable where you at here. All right? Right. Yeah, this is why it becomes okay. These are the jokers that come after us on a regular basis. And it ain't our damn fault that a person decided to come out here in the game and get turned out, dude. All right? No, you figured you didn't know where to sit at. All right? You had to be everywhere. All right? Spotlight here. I'm the man. I'm the leader of what? All right? No, the most serious and important thing that a woman can ever do is the case of a man that she chooses to be with. That's the biggest decision she has there. All right? Yes. And then you call this my opinion. All right. Well, I believe my opinion holds. All right.
Somebody came in with a gun right now, I'm not running behind her. I'm running behind y'all. I'm not thinking that she's gonna save me. I'm running behind a big, strong man that's gonna save me.
The first thing we looking at is you.
To save you from what? Yourself? All right. No, a nigga can only do so much, man. All right. I'm looking at 21 Savage. I'm looking at all of these jokers in here. You have a category of individuals, man. All right. Where you done ran through the course of. And the name of the game is, I told the young people, while you young ladies, while you're young, cash out early. Cash out. All right. You got the most value right there while you're young. All right. That's where you stay at. You landed to the spaces of Kanye. Y'all were good. You keep that relationship straight. You don't be sitting here with your eyes cocked to the left or to the right. All right. Let me see where I can leap off to. All right. Because eventually ain't nothing to leap on to no more. That's the game. All right. They tell you all of this promise here of getting stretched out all the way up until you about 33 years old, 32 years old. But the bad side of that, Hoss, is that, all right, for some of y'all, you've developed a reputation here. All right. You got different things going on, your history, the path of the way that you live in, the part of town, people know you. All right. Right. A lot of folks, because of this, go ahead to move and switch states. You hope that your job has some type of transfer because of that. All right. One of the first questions you ask, and you go get these jobs. All right. Yeah. Make sure just in case you got to, all right, teleport out of here. All right. You would to whatever state you go to in some little rural off to the side state. All right. Right. Some janky spot here. All right. You can take that job with you. All right, man. We know the game, man. All right. I'm just this point, I'm just old, man. We understand. We interpret the game quite well. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at her. She's not looking at me. We're following y'all. So yeah,
we can't have. I'm just saying we can't like this sign. I'm sure a man made it. Like whoever built this place, I'm sure a man a man made these chairs. Yeah. A man made the tequila. Like
but y'all gotta respect that too and listen. Y'all gotta respect, because when y'all start doing the disrespect toward the man and you saying we this or that, then the disrespect come in. How you want us to feel?
Okay, Paul.
And with no cases and circumstances am I trying to declarate this to the men out here, nor am I telling you not to do it. But you got young men that ain't carrying groceries. They ain't holding doors. They ain't saying, hey, how you doing, ma'am? All right. They ain't doing none of that. They walking past you with a straight face, and some of them ain't even looking in your direction. And you look good today, ma'am. All right. You look fly. All right. Rather the attitude, your facial expression, your energy or vibe. All right. Right. They decided that they didn't want their day destroyed. All right. Yeah. Slam like that, dude. Because we don't all know. We can't tell. I looked over, a young lady looked over at me today. Her eyes was cocked all to the left. All right. The corner, like, I'm talking about looking crazy, man. All right. Beautiful young lady. All right. I looked over, my God, man, you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing. All right. Usually I would just be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on now? I didn't say a word. All right. I just kept moving here. You understand? No, because you get tired of the funkiness, man. All right. For no reason, dude. Like, nigga, I ain't do nothing to you. All right. No, I'm talking about eyes cocked here, sideways, lips smeared up. All right. You'd have thought I owed her some paper or something. All right. Yes. All right. Absolutely here. So like I said, for the energy, you can't get mad for some brothers in here who just ain't saying a damn word, dude. All right. In their mind, they are respecting your rights. All right. Yeah. And this shit gets spooky here when you start to get blocked off from certain things that you need. I told you over 70% of those affections and things that a woman needs to keep her psyches in order comes from a man, not a pet, not your mother, not some kids, not a plant, not a tattoo. All right. Not a piercing. All right. A man. All right. These are these psychological things in here when you speak to the cases of affections here. All right. No, they keep your lid good. All right. This is why when you contaminate these things too harsh to where as though you everywhere and you got everything in the world in here laying there on top of you, this shit disrupts the mind here immediately. All right. Yeah. It breaks certain parts of compassion and being able to care for people properly here. All right. No, because you have grown to this part where you don't really give a shit about yourself. All right. Yeah. You start hitting up folks in here to the cases where a person can't even tell you how many individuals they laid down with, nor what that person's name is. All right. Well, then that's when you start reaching to dangerous territories. All right. Yeah. I'm going to call it what it is. All right. STDville. You understand? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to call it exactly what it is. All right. All right. You don't even know where you've been at. All right. You got fleas and ticks on your ass. All right. Right.
Can you admit that maybe you're not that guy, right? You're an all around good guy. You got it all together. Okay. But can you look around? Like, I agreed with you that a lot of women are narcissists and they do traumatize men. I agree with you. Right. Can you agree that majority of men nowadays are absent fathers? They're not leaders in society. They're not protecting women in any way, shape, or form. And what happens?
How are you going to protect somebody who don't want your protection, love? How are you going to do that? How are you going to father a home where it's individuals like you that champion being a single mom? Which one is it? All right. Is being single mom the greatest thing in the world? All right.
Or is it miserable as hell and we need to be doing X, Y, Z? All right. Because if it's so cuddly and so great, you got to speak out the side of your neck here. All right. No, you always get this case of what we ain't doing. What about what you're not being loyal to and what you don't have any honor for? Don't expect for us to obey a code book and a rule of appropriateness and you obey nothing, nigga. All right. That's called a scam. That's called somebody getting over on you. All right. And the men understand, dude. We get it. As you sit here, try to stare some of us down to see where's the Russell Wilsons at, Halls. All right. We're trying to thin the herd. All right. And don't tell people not to be like Russell Wilson. We damn sure will tell them. All right. We don't want you to have this big line of victims, Halls. All right. That's why we cut a lot of your pipeline off. That's why we got a lot of your little bad faith jokers like Amber Rose talking just like this. All right. Yeah, because AB might want to strike. All right. What's the other nigga name? My brother there. All right. His boy that he be on the show with there. And they probably had something lined up. All right. But they don't want to economically take care of you. All right. Yeah, they might give you some chips for the moment. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call it, but you're based on your name and the experience. I mean, you are moving a certain way out here in the street. All right. I'm going to call it what it is. All right. I know them old white Republicans can get in touch with you. All right. And Lord knows what type of deal you got going on with them. All right. To say the strange shit she's saying, like, why can't white folks just say the N-word? Listen here. All right. You Cambodian joker. All right. No, as you told us before, you're not black here. So you don't get to discuss what the black rules are, nigga. All right. Continue to be not black. All right. Yeah. The moment it becomes a thing and it's popping off and it's something beautiful to be black again. All right. You watching all the I'm not black niggas give advice on black issues. All right. No, you can get anybody else in the world. You go get her. All right. Now, I looked at Nick Cannon sideways too. All right. Yeah. But all right. Shout out to Nick. All right. You shouldn't be around. I understand you got to get your paper. You shouldn't have to be around shit like this. All right. To do your thing. All right. I don't promote you going ahead to, sacrifice yourself in here and endeavors politically here. All right. And try to push black people in your bullshit. If you want to be a coon alone. All right. Now don't think you're going to take your celebrity year to date here, Halls, and try to herd in some other confused people. All right. Yeah. So you can bring the Democrats or the Republicans some flunkies. All right. We got a black first agenda. That means if it has nothing to do with the economic and betterment and empowerment of us here year to date, we ain't even messing with it. All right. Yes, indeed.
Over time is that we have to become the men within ourselves.
No, you don't.
We have to become our father's daughters.
Yeah, and your man don't want to be your father. All right, your father is probably a lame to the dude you with, or the guy. He's a lame. I don't want to be some buck broken sucker here. People getting over on me all the time. All right, no, I'm not saying this for every last one of the sisters' fathers out here. Just for some of y'all and sit back here and talk like this because it always comes back to your dad, dude. All right. Yeah, and that's dead wrong because if a man was to sit here to look at a young lady and say, oh, you need to be more like my mother. All right. Right. All right. Yeah, you understand. Your elbows is going to get thrown. Somebody might get punched in the mouth. All right. Nigga nose might be bleeding. All right. You understand? Right. You said the wrong thing in here. You need to do shit more like my mom does it. Oh, boy. No, check the double standard out. All right. Because, my father, he's an honorable man. He's, my father. All right. Yeah, he ain't paying no bills over here. All right. Yeah. I mean, you can go stay with him if you want to. All right. Right. This is what these problems that we have because your pops was simped out, dude. All right. And your mother was running over top of her. All right. That's why you want another version of that.
All right. Yeah, I'm talking about your mother doing him greasy. All right. Yes, indeed. My father was such a good man because he let people run over top of him. All right. Right. That's what we're hearing.
So that's what happens over time, that we're just like, fuck it. He not going to do it for me. He's not going to build this out for me. I got to build it out myself. And then you walk around grabbing your dick like, as a bitch, I got to grab my dick and get it fucking done. I don't want to do that.
Right.
So a lot of men are not stepping up and doing what they have to do, which in turn makes us have masculine energy and have attitudes and be independent. But we really don't want that. But over time, it's like, well, shit, somebody got to do it.
Right.
But these men be so sassy.
Stop, yo. Stop it. You ain't got no goddamn choice. All right. She keeps sitting here trying to act as if it's an option for her to get with somebody and for them to pay this lifestyle and the bill that she lives. No, she's got to get out here and grind it. And I'm not in here knocking her for that. But don't sit here and point here in the case it's like, oh, I got to do it because men ain't man enough. And no, man, your butt cheeks are outdated, man. All right. You know, Amber Rose, you're no longer the hotness no more. There's plenty of young ladies that have taken your slot. All right. You the old bitter gal here who had all the opportunities in the world to do something here with any one of these producers that you were with. Yeah. And you decided to do what you do. All right. No, that ain't on nobody but her. That ain't on nobody but Amber. All right. No, just that. All right. You're going to put that on us because the phone ain't ringing like that, because they understand what's on the other end of that phone. All right, has more of a hunger than anything here, Halls. No, to start to get into your pockets, man. Now, the men are going to go ahead to dodge you, Halls, when they understand that that's all your energy is about, because it comes off as phony. All right. Yes. Or you looking for some lackey to go stroke his ego here real quick so you can play him. You understand? There ain't nobody sitting up in here trying to line themselves up, as I said, to be Russell Wilson. All right. Yeah, and so many of y'all are sitting here holding on to Ciara's prayer, nigga. All right? Yeah, it's a bad deal.
And they don't want to do it. They want to keep their attitude. They want to still be mad. And it's like, just hug a bitch and be like, come on, baby, shut up. Lay down. Damn near have sex with me.
Yeah.
Put it in. Like, and then I will never have an attitude. I'll be like, all right, cool. And it's over. But men want to, like, win.
They want to win.
Win. You're always winning already. You already won.
You won.
You run this. You already run. So since you run this, shut me the fuck up.
And this is
like, what are you talking about? All right. How? No, somebody will call the law on you. All right. Man dealing with man, you know what shut them up means. All right. That means put something on your hind parts. All right. That means lean somebody out a window or something, dude. All right. That's what that means. All right. This coming from this young lady. Well, then shut me. If you run everything, shut me up. Because it seems like you don't run shit. All right. All right, then. Well, then go ahead and do your thing. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Yeah. Because like I said, it should not rotate to us being a hazard. Paul Pierce's point is filled here 110%. His point he's sitting there trying to make is everything that you have comes back to burn us on top of the head. All right. Right. You speaking about this separation point and you handling business and all that. That shouldn't come to the cases with the spite towards us. You should just be popping your collar if that's what you're doing. All right. Unless, of course, you feel like this is what we're supposed to be doing for you. All right. And you got to earn this stuff around here, baby. All right. That's your problem. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Ain't no man just going to fall in line for you. All right.
Not like a bashing. This is not like us bashing men. We just want y'all to do better. We want y'all to do better. We don't want to be
having an attitude.
No,
we don't want that.
Very informative.
Yeah.
I appreciate this.
Yeah. We don't want an attitude. We don't want to be this way.
No,
sometimes we
seriously,
PMS.
This is good.
Yeah. Sometimes we PMS. Sometimes we do have an attitude. But it takes a man just to be like, babe, shut up. Come here.
He don't give a fuck what we talking
No,
about.
this is on the real. I promise you. I feel like I learned a lot.
No, it doesn't.
it takes a combative spot here. If that's the type of joker you dealing with, then I understand you're going to consistently have a combative zone. Even when you don't want to deal with it, it's a pain in your ass. You're like, God damn it, I've had a long day. All right. Well, when you walk through the door, you're going to have to put a mouthpiece in. All right. And fight for your life. All right. Right. Those will be the circumstances. I'm talking about on the tough, hard days, man. All right. You got to put a whole mouthpiece in. He's like, man, I got to go walk in this house. Man, we say, man, what you doing, man? You got headgear on and all that for. I got to go walk in this crib with my old lady. All right. Man, I ain't never known it was that bad, man. Yeah, I got to get in here with the family. All right. He got hand wraps on. All right. Prepared to go to war. All right. No, this is just for him to be able to go in the house and rest his head, dude. All right. You understand? All right. Hold on.
A lot today. No, straight up. Mm-hmm. I feel like what y'all, this last 5 minutes is real. It's real shit. Like what y'all saying right now is real. It's making me
you know
think.
what? And I agree with you that more women have to say that to men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or more of us, we need to say, you know what?
You expressing it like this?
Yeah.
It make okay, yes. I get it now.
You are the defined masculine and we need you. We need you for so much more than you think we need you for.
Right. We need you to check us too.
Yeah.
We trip. We have attitudes. We're hormonal. We'll say shit. We need you to be like.
Nah, man. Well, then you shouldn't be deceptive like that and have that much baggage. These are personal problems you need to clear out. Why I gotta check you, Halls? All right, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, no, like Ice Cube said.
Write all this
we
down.
Need you to check us in the way to just be like, babe, I love you. Mm-hmm. We together. Shut up. We go.
Here's my question, right? Yeah, it seems like as if some man here, maybe they denied her those affections. All right. Yeah, somebody had her in the bushes, like the women you only bring out late at night. All right. Yeah. All right. Maybe this is telling us a story here. All right. Yeah, that's the question. That's the things I'm asking. All right. But I was wondering the whole time, like, all right, why she's going off? I see Amber Rose's story. We can all like read it. All right. We know too much of your life. All right. But for the other girl, I'm like, all right, well, what's your problem? All right. I'm always looking at it. When I hear a woman talking a certain way, I'm like, all right, what's your real problem? All right. And her problem is that for these big time jokers you're sitting up in here, all right, popping it off with, yeah, they ain't trying to give you no real title. All right. There it is. All right. Hold on.
Good. Yeah. Come here. Give me a kiss. Grab me up. And I promise you'll be done.
You'll be good.
Like, whatever. Right. All right.
You'll be good.
I love you, baby.
That's real. That's real.
It's actually so easy.
It's so easy because y'all control the energy.
Yeah, a lot of these men, they just want to win an argument.
They want to win an argument.
Yeah, we want to win an argument. We the man.
Not but how you win is shutting me the fuck up, giving me some dick, telling me you love me, and taking me to get something to eat, nigga.
Yeah.
No. You gotta earn wood. All right. You have to earn. You're not just like, all right, your behavior needs to be appropriate to get any of this. All right. Now, some people you like cheap leather. Some of you niggas are cheap. All right. No, you're like crumbs on the damn floor. All right. Right. So you walk around as if you don't have any value. These are the niggas she used to sit there talking to, the folks that don't give a damn about themselves. All right. Same way that you have a standard. You ain't gonna let some old crackpot come in here and talk all crazy to you in your own crib and speak down upon you and this, that, and the third, and still be ready to open up to him. No, women in certain cases have to feel something emotional and everything else. They're connected to you. All right, a serious vibe there to get it popping off. All right, and what you're saying is that you would like to treat a man like complete trash.
All right. I'm talking about discarded filth. All right. You want to treat them like stepped over trash here, dude. And you still want that joker when it's time to perform. All right. To take care of business and cuss you out and do all like, man, no, nigga. How about just getting you out of there? All right. No, you're the common denominator in between stress free. All right. Shit. Why have something there in the mix and it ain't going to cooperate? I got to do all of this. All right. Right. That's the way you look at it. Simple. All right. That's why I say, yeah, hoes are fun. Yes, they are. That is true. But the smart brothers send them home, dude. All right. That way, when they go through the motions and they have problems and they go flipping out and all, they're not around you. All right. Right. You're not taking all of this in. You just get the vibe of when she want to turn up and have a good time. That's when you see her. All right. She's cheerful. She's got her best outfit on. All right. You know you ain't on no bullshit. All right. So y'all gonna have a good time. All right. Yeah, it's easier that way. All right. Versus some of y'all niggas thinking, oh, I can get in-house trim, or I can do this, or I can lay up. And man, no, nigga. All right. Your mind and something like it's in your beliefs as part of this world here should be deeper than that, dude. If that's somebody you plan on going to hit to share your world with. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, you allow yourself to get treated like a cheap dish rag, and that's exactly what you'll become. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. You wondering why you're getting carried or certain people talking to you a certain way. Folks are going to treat you and give you as much respect as you give yourself, dude. All right. I don't give a damn how old you are. I don't care who you are and where you at in the world. The same thing, all right, retains to your ass. All right. Much as you give yourself. All right. Back here to this here. All right.
Good.
That's
Right.
it.
That's
All right,
it.
there we go.
Yeah, you
Right,
win.
that's it. You still win. Because
There you
even
go.
when a bitch is saying,
That's lit.
yeah.
That's lit. No, that's real, right? That was real. No, hey, we fuck with that. Hey, no, we
It's
fuck
true.
with that.
She's
No,
absolutely right. We want y'all to win. We
That's
don't
what's
want to
up.
win. We don't care about winning. We just want to
got
feel
it.
safe and happy and get
We
some
just
dick.
care about being.
All right. And if that was true, all right, we wouldn't have had to hear about none of this shit. All right. And it's all a lie. All right. It's all a lie. They would like, for some of y'all niggas, they would like your money, your home, your car, and they want you out of it, nigga. All right. I just want to remove you. All right. It's always about the bag year to date, and it's disgusting. All right, that people don't just get to the bone. And I tell every man the truth. Every woman wants a G-Wagon, nigga. All right. Yes, they do. All right. I don't care what. It don't mean nothing to me, man. I ain't really on nothing like that. I don't really need. I'm not. I'm not. Really high standard like that where I got to have a G-Wagon. I don't need a G-Wagon, All right. That's bullshit. All right. Every man's got a clock on his head, nigga. All right. If your woman is like that and she has promise in her mind for the future, there's a clock on top of your nose. All right. Yeah. Or how long you can sit around here and do whatever you're doing. All right. That's the way I look at it. All right. No, I'm just telling you something. I'm trying to have a real conversation with the good brothers and sisters. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. And we'll get back to more stuff like that. I do have more things like that, but that was one of the longer ones that I had. So I wanted to get over that point because I actually wanted to see what the other girl's deal is, but she explained it to us. It was her case of, not getting a title, not being exclusive. Folks getting not buying the cow because they're getting the milk for free. All right. That's her situation. All right. But from the perspective of how she's sitting there saying it. All right. Which I hope it gets better for her, but it's going to at least start with a brand, ma'am, of you having respect for these men out here. Men are not going to let you disrespect them and then just keep sitting around there. All right. No, you better be offering something here on the table. You want them to give up wealth, protections, jump in front of a damn a bullet for you. All right, to do all of these things, baby. All right, you know what that starts with? Can I tell you what it starts with? Respect. All right, and ain't no man in here, all right, that you're gonna vibe with off of his damn masculinity here, all right, will ever be a man in here that you can look at to see that he likes to be disrespected by other people. All right, right. Nigga, by default, that's a turn off there to these young ladies. All right, by default, you just like anybody that just shit on you. All right, no, some of y'all, goddamn it, except for a small portion of you. Yes, you want somebody you can squash over top of. All right, this is why some of them get them homeless people here, and yeah, try to clean them up. All right, put some clothes on them and try to make them look like a human being. All right, get them a shave and shit. All right, right. And what you end up finding out for those cases here, this is the most horrible story there. All right, but it always ends the same is the moment that those jokers get on their feet, you are one of the first things to go. All right, because like their life has been upgraded now, and their woman needs to upgrade. All right, out the door you go. All right, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, and he'll never truly be comfortable until you're gone. All right. Not at all, dude. All right. I'm pretty sure he appreciates the support. All right. That's usually how it goes. All right. Same way for the simp nigga who goes overseas and tries to pick some woman up living in some degraded society where they're poor and all of that. All right. Trying to get married and he bring them to the U.S. All right. And the moment you bring them to the U.S., they gone, nigga. All right. Yes, because they see it's people over here. They got more than you. All right. That can offer a whole lot more, dude. And you're a small person on the totem pole. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. I've seen this firsthand living as a young man there in Glen Burnie. One of them dudes is playing in a foreign team. He ended up hurting his leg, man. All right. Yeah. His woman was gone within a month, man. All right. Now he had some foreign woman, barely spoke English. She was like French or something. All right. She was fly. You understand? Yeah, he was a ball player. All right. Yeah. When you find out he ain't going back to the court. All right. Yeah, she had to go get right. All right. Yeah. At least while them eggs are still good. All right. Yeah, she couldn't just sit there and stand there with him. All right. I guess she wanted to see what the verdict was first. You see what I'm saying? All right. Before she tried to bust a move. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, let's go on over here to switch gears. All right. Yeah. This is one of these strange conversations here. All right. Hold on one second. All right. Hopefully y'all see the context that I got down on the left side of the box in here. I created that myself, of course. All right. Barry.
You get on me? I feel like dealing with somebody anyway is gonna be a distraction. You're dealing with a whole nother human. You gotta give. So it's not gonna be 100%.
Okay, let me tell you something. I'm gonna do the math so I can understand.
But you got.
You know how I know. You know how I know girls are not distraction, bro. The American girls are distraction. I'm gonna just say it like that. I ain't never seen. I ain't never seen, like, my man's been married and shit. All them niggas, they be in the field, they be doing other shits and shit. They be working and shit, but I ain't never seen them crashing out on their wife or their wife crashing out on them. If they gotta do anything, it's gonna be respectful. Like, everything, you're not even gonna.
That's a damn lie, dude. All right. We see this from over here in y'all countries. It's just a lie. There's no need to even do this. And I don't even want to call you out forthright, man, but I'm just going to put it to the context of y'all not even protecting the kids well, dude. All right. Their children ain't even protected. And I can't go ahead to see any women in here feel comfortable towards their men, knowing that the men do not properly protect their kids. All right. This is why we hear your women talking about Zaddy, nigga. All right. No, it ain't no thing. All right. Yeah, for them to sit here to let you know how they trying to get with Zaddy and get a green card. All right. Same way that the dudes are. Yep. Same way some of the young men are. All right. Yeah, don't come over here to disrespect us. He's sitting here talking about something American women are stressful and all of this, dude. But look, Halls, yeah, it's stressful having to actually provide something. And the circumstances to America is not the thing here where it's okay for a male just to lay up and live off some damn woman. All right. No, in y'all society, you can have 5, 6 kids like that here, Halls. Nigga ain't working nowhere. All right. She got 2, 3 jobs. All right. I've seen this shit already here. All right. So if you're talking about the expectations of our sisters here, Halls, good. As we said, these things are more meant for us anyway here, Halls. We don't even want you in our mix. It ain't like you got a choice upon anything when it comes to the cases of y'all young ladies out there. All right. Just for the cases of me hearing them speak. All right. Yeah.
No, they going through something.
That's why I feel like
people
if you peep the Americans, no disrespect though, I'm keeping it a buck. The Americans is always gonna crash. It don't matter if they at the Mazda, the church. It don't matter if they in heaven or hell. They're gonna still crash out. They ain't waiting for shit. They're not gonna take you to the side respectfully and say, "Listen,
we love all Americans."
No, I love everybody, but I'm just doing the math so y'all can see it. You get what I mean? So
no, there is no math there, dude. It isn't, because this is incorrect, dude. If your stuff was so calm, take them to the side orderly, right? Well, then why do so many of your people got to flee to other people's nations here? Why ain't y'all just stay there to build on calm, relax, and in order? Because y'all got so much tribal trash going on, dude. All right. Warring right next to each other. Nothing is connected in camaraderie here in the continent, in the Caribbean. There is no damn unity. All right. Let's please stop all of this. Goddamn it. We work together as a community to do XYZ. That comes with results, baby. All right. That ain't something you can make up on the spot because you want to take shots at another group, ethnicity, or excuse me, lineage here, dude. All right. You must have probable cause and the rights to do that. And the last time I checked, freedmen are the most imitated folks on the world, dude, on the planet. All right. Everywhere. All right.
Y'all can see it.
Nah, but look,
if you take a look at it,
take a look at the African immigrants, the way their relationships is and their husbands versus Americans, bro. That's born
okay. You talking about?
He's saying the way they
ask anybody.
You
ask anybody.
know what I'm trying to say? Because look, how many our parents got properties in Africa and stuff. How come? Because look, how many our parents got properties in Africa and stuff. How come our parents wasn't so much of a distraction from them doing that?
Look here, Halls. Because you guys were able to work directly here within the coins of the government's pockets. Some of your folks came in here with fresh security cards and social security cards and fresh lines of credit and getting loans from the bank and what have you. A bigger part here of America in which Black society has never had access to. All right. But if you can write immigrant there on your sheet of paper that you have, those doors open up for you. This is the answers why here, dude. All right. We weren't given any handouts. All right. Now we made a pathway for you to get handouts and your people. All right. But all of this talk that I came into this country in here with 15 cents in my pocket and hope and all of this. All right. I asked y'all this same question here a couple of nights ago, dude. How does the government have things open for an American dream here, in which they tell freedmen all the damn time in here? You know what? The budget is over. We're going over the budget. There's no extra money, this, that, and the third. But you can provide the American dream for a joker who just came in here yesterday, 5 minutes ago. All right. You can get all this shit in line for them. All right. No, I told you we're living in a two-sided America. All right. Person can't sit there with that snob face of theirs and interject the same funky ass conversation to you because they understand one part of this conversation is meant for you directly here. That's the we ain't got no money speech. All right. Yeah. That second part there, all right, has no clear interpretation towards you because they've never tried to extend themselves further to give us anything financially. If anything, you've watched them try to scheme on how they're going to take away from us the little bit of crumbs that we have. All right. Now, that's usually the problem, the process, nigga, not the other way around. All right. We ain't trying to help you get nothing. I'm trying to figure out how to gentrify this joker. All right. Right. Hold on,
nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say? He's trying to say these American.
See my pops probably once a week sometimes, bro. I used to be like, yo, bring us McDonald's. I ain't never seen my mom grab the phone and say, nigga, make that American. She gonna sit in front of her kid and say, you a son of a bitch. You not coming home. You a deadbeat father. My nigga, come on now.
I know what you mean.
That's a fact.
I ain't see my pop do none of that shit.
When he say Americans, he's talking about.
I'm just making
just talking about who was born here and who wasn't born here.
Yeah, exactly. I
Oh,
want people to understand.
He's not talking about black
Yeah,
Americans.
Nah, he's just talking about whoever
He's
was
talking
born
about
here and
yeah,
Make it clear.
like
Citizens and
us
immigrants, that's what
as
he's talking about.
Americans. Yeah, citizens of Americans.
Nah, nigga. Because inside they chat, they already getting destroyed. All right. America has this thing against tethers. It ain't just us. It's the thing here that you see floating here in America and now international here, where you got people being able to distinguish, telling you this here. No, that at least for the Black Americans, when we go to some of these other countries, they love us to life. All right. We get the royal treatment coming through the door. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the truth. All right. When it comes to the other folks in here coming in here, y'all getting y'all head hit. All right. He's trying to distinguish what type of Americans up in here, dude. Stop playing games with us. This is why y'all in the trouble that you're in. All right. Right here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and point back to it because you had 2 minutes and 16 seconds worth of disrespect. All right. The truth of the matter is, there's some uncivilized people out here and there's civilized folks. That's all he had to go ahead to say. He didn't have to mention anybody's brand or nationality, dude, or lineage. All right. So when we get into these conversations and we go fry and roast one of these jokers, the first thing that we get from the top here is, oh, well, you're being bullies. Oh, you picking on these people. Nah, dude. Truth be told, as y'all seen, just like this here, we minding our own business and we just get brought up in some of they lame ass conversations. All right. Because you really ain't talking about nothing. All right. What do you mean? All right. You talking about manners and appropriateness and how to gesture and say. Nobody does that better than us. All right. That's why everybody want to rip off what we doing. All right. Right. Creating slang and nuanced terms and all right, rather the lingo and how this shit is going to go and being nuanced. Our young people always having something fresh. That's Friedman, dude. All right. America's found a way to brand the things that we have created, down from to hip hop to every damn thing else. All right. Hold on. Fair use.
I ain't never seen my mom grab the phone and say, nigga, make that American. She gonna sit in front of her kid and say, you a son of a bitch. You not coming home. You a deadbeat father. My nigga, come on now.
I know what you mean.
That's a fact.
I ain't see my pop do none of that shit.
When he say Americans, he's talking about.
I'm just making.
He's talking about who was born here and who wasn't born here.
Yeah, exactly. I
Oh,
want people to understand.
He's not talking about black
Yeah,
Americans.
Nah, he's just talking about whoever
He's
was
talking
born
about
here and
yeah.
Make it clear.
No, it doesn't matter anyway, because it's going to come off to the average person the same way they asked y'all. All right. That's how it's going to come off to them. You're just taking a piece out of this here as you're saying it. That's where the criticism goes at. And because some of y'all people got to repeat history of doing this, we understand that this is how y'all talk amongst yourselves when nobody else is around. Godfrey done did a whole lot of telling on y'all recently. All right. No, we've been watching him through the exercise of looking at Godfrey and the guests that he's had in there, a few of the actors that he's had show up in there. The one dude that played on the movie The Help with Forrest Whitaker, he played his son. All right. Yeah, they had him in there to do an interview, and he said something about, well, when I was raised, I wasn't raised with all of this trauma and this, that, and the third. And they try to point to slavery when they go ahead to speak to Friedman to take these shots at us. You understand? But he opened up the floor with that garbage over there. And then from there, it's been a process of every podcast that you see, they sitting here taking little digs and snubs and, all right, saying something crazy about Friedman. All right. Yeah. And we told y'all whose dollars is going ahead to back that. All right. Yes, indeed, man. But we got a complete trash can going on.
Like citizens and immigrants, as Americans, yeah, citizens of Americans. Japanese American, Chinese American, Haitian American.
You're just talking about the culture in America.
Yeah, modern American.
America.
Yeah, and that's what type of fear we put in people. You hear all that mumbling and jumping around? All right. Niggas is moving around in their seat. All right. No, that means something for our reputation. All right. Niggas get scared. You understand that everything could be ended in a blip, man. Oh, he said, "Oh, I mean American, no, American. No, I don't mean Black American." Right. All right. Nigga getting ready to come in there and damn turn the light switch off. All right. Yeah, you understand that's real power and fear right there. All right. Recognize something. There's a lesson in everything in here. They got caught off guard. That comment section started snitching on them. All right. And niggas started straightening up in their seats. All right. Yes, indeed, man. Oh, you come in here to talk about us. We got riders on the ground here that listen to all types of podcasts, all types of music, all types of everything. So we just, some of us just blend in. All right, cool. All right. Waiting for you to say something empty, dude. All right. So we can go ahead to challenge it. All right. Yeah, because you sitting here saying that garbage right there don't have no meaning here on anything if you're not prepared to stand on 10 behind it. All right. That lets you know how damn loose lips go and poor confidence. All of this shit here. You talking about that you have better as far as mannerisms and things like that and what have you. Yeah. And you back down. All right. No, the moment somebody threw out the one name in here, Hoss, that we knew you were talking about. All right. That don't exercise any strength that I'm seeing here. That shows a nigga, like I told you, with the Michael Blackson energy. All right. After Craig threw him into the CD case. All right. He's on the ground talking about some, don't hit me. Don't hit me. This is John Blaze. I can get jiggy with this shit. All right. No, this is what it turns into, man. All right. The moment we got him. All right. Every time, dude. All right. Come on, man. That's wrong. Get off of him, man. All right. Right. It turns into that type of situation. Like we just came in here looking for somebody to pick with. All right. Yes, indeed, man. All right. Y'all know I ain't lying.
I'm just
talking about who was born here and who wasn't born here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I want people to understand.
He's not talking about Black
Yeah,
Americans. He's talking about
make it clear.
like citizens and immigrants. As Americans, citizens of Americans. Japanese American, Chinese American, Haitian American.
Oh man. Oh, buddy. Oh man, he was scared. All right. That's what type of fear we put in people. All right. No, he went to the thesaurus. All right. No, and trying to name every American possible. All right. Yeah, we're not talking about Black Americans. We don't. Nope. All right, please, man.
Black American. He's talking about
make it clear.
Like
citizens and immigrants.
As Americans, citizens of Americans. Japanese American, Chinese American, Haitian American.
You're just talking about the culture in America.
Yeah, more than American.
America. Period.
Yeah. Like I said, and we don't got a care or worry in the world. Body language. All right, energy. Niggas just started straightening up in their chairs. All right. A nigga wiped the white shit out the corner of his mouth. He straightened up. All right. Yeah, because he understood. All right. No, that could go down right now. All right. We always got the wolves on standby, just looking over the fence like the dude from Home Improvement, nigga. All right. They right there. All right. That's why somebody was able to come across the board. Like, yo, are you talking about Black Americans? He's like, oh, no, we're not talking. Oh, well, we wouldn't dare. All right. Yeah, you were, chump ass nigga. All right. But it's cool. All right. We would rather, in any case, on some straight soldier, all right, optimizing political strength stuff, we would rather show you like that, nigga. All right. Because that makes other folks get scared of him and have this worry like, shit, they just straightened all the way up. Yeah, nigga. All right. We've had a habit of not taking that shit anymore. All right. Yeah, well, somebody say something weird about you and this, that, and the third here, and they able to sneak dish you in your damn face and then try to act like everything cool. Nah, we've been checking shit at the front door. All right. No, we're going to be respectful in this line upon each other, nigga. All right, all the way. Ain't no slick way to disrespect us and start coming around us talking about, you know what, your people didn't go through slavery and, you know, you guys got a certain type of trauma on. You don't come around us with that bullshit, man. All right, where's your culture? You guys don't know where you're from and all of this trash. All right, smiling, looking all goofy. All right. No, as if that's some type of, it says strength there in the game in here to say you bossing up, dude. All right. The difference in the thinkings and the settings of mind is that for Friedman, period, we think about this true case of unity and being black first and staying connected on protecting each other first. I'm not sizing you up, dude. All right. With a blade behind my back, waiting for you to turn your back here to walk off. We don't move like that. All right. We understand that the enemy is much too precious to not be focused here and to have titter-tat beefs, dude. All right. Yeah, tribal trash going on. Y'all niggas bring this shit over here. All right. And then ask us about what the disorder is. One day a Freedman woke up and said, hell no, nigga, no more. All right. That's the last joint you gonna get. All right. That's it. Yeah, keep trying to come in front of your face and play in your face, dude. You know what it is. All right. We said we are the culture, nigga. All right. Everything you got on your back, your shoes, everything. All right. Yeah, the way you got with the way you have your hat on your head. All right. Everything. We are the culture. All right. Whoever you trying to cosplay like, nigga. All right. Yes. That's us. All right. Right. Uh-huh. We don't gotta go ahead to stutter strutting through the door. It's I told you, I say this to y'all with all due respect. We are the damn culture. All right. Yes, indeed. And we're gonna go back in here, all right, for more of what I just had in here earlier. All right, but I got media tutorials this time here. Shout out to this brother for taking little small pieces and clips like this. Not trying to do a combined show here with it, but I'm starting to bring these things back around gradually. All right. No, here and there, because I think they do need to be addressed on a much larger scale and level here. All right. No, just to keep us sane and civilized. All right. She said, woman crashes out after getting checked. Let's see what happened here. All right. Fair use. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, ma'am. What's the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
Me.
Huh? Me. Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah, for sure. Why do you say me?
I think a black woman, the beautiful thing about a black woman is we could advocate for ourselves. We're black, we're beautiful, we strong. We take care of a lot of shit without a man. We don't need a man for shit.
So
men was mad that we got jobs.
The most beautiful thing about a black woman, and already she's demonstrating her hate for men. That had nothing to do.
So you don't think black women need men at all?
I mean, we need men for all reasons, all sexual reasons. But in all reality, we don't need no man. I didn't watch my mother be a woman her whole life. She didn't need no man. She did.
Stop. It takes, you can say be a woman, that's correct term, but it takes a husband there to be a wife, and therefore in certain cases to be a mother here, Halls. All right. Y'all sitting here, you want to go and hand these titles out. Nobody and no young lady declarates and wants a life in here where she's got to damn struggle. All right. And fight her ass off working 2.5 jobs, man. All right. No, man, that ain't no young lady's damn her dream. All right. And I wish y'all would stop trying to paint this bullshit picture to the other women out here. All right. No, I'm sure they would take something else other than that. All right. Fair you.
She took care of me her whole life.
No
She did not need no nigga. She did not need my dad.
Do you think it would have been easier if your dad was there?
Maybe, but what that would have did. My father was in my life, even though he didn't be there as a man. He was in my life. We talked, we respectfully. I know him, but he don't give a fuck about me, and I don't give a fuck about him, respectfully.
So do you think if he was actually there with your mother, do you think you would have a different mentality on men needing women?
No.
Oh.
Or, I mean, women needing men?
No.
Okay, so you don't think they...
No.
But
if a female think they need a man, you're miserable. Because you don't need shit. You need yourself.
By the way, guys, I think that is, if you look.
That's crazy here. Coming from a person who comes off immediately combative. All right. Very damn masculine, combative, rah, jump in your face. I'll smash your windows, nigga, if you didn't answer the phone. All right. That got all this in it. Yeah, dude. All right. Super crazy. All right. Goddamn tear your house up, nigga. All right. Yes. Snatching shit. He said snatching plugs out the wall and shit crazy. All right. Yes, indeed. I got to call a spade, man. And my mother, she had was a whole woman. My mama, and boldly crazy. All right. Yeah. Somebody's been nurturing this. All right.
Pretty young brother, he's smiling all throughout this, and even me, like I can smile all throughout this. And the reason is that as a man, you can't get mad at this whatsoever, right? Because you understand that this is just a child in an adult's body, right? And she's speaking through just pain and trauma. So although you're hearing her version of her being aggressive, right? Like, it just picture a baby crying and screaming out in a goddamn baby chair, unable to properly communicate because they don't know how to communicate.
You don't think that? Do you think your mother need a man?
I do.
For what?
For everything. I mean, it makes it easier. Life.
You think females need men?
Yes.
I could use my rose and get my nut off. I never needed a man.
But everything is not about sex, though.
Everything not money-wise. I'm a whole pharmacy technician. I get money. Fucking man's money. I have a salary out here. I don't need no man. Men don't do shit.
All right. No, you've been destroyed. All right. You get left behind. Man sitting around taking, all right, the radioactive juice, hate dripping out the side of your mouth, dude. All right. They can feel all of that while you talking to them. The energy is just bad. All right. Once again, like I said in the last joint I played up here, don't no man want to sit there and listen to all of these cases about how they ain't shit and they ain't needed. All right. It's just not a good conversation to have publicly, period. I mean, you could have it with your homegirls, all right, in a defeated, all right, broken, whatever it is, all right, so-and-so didn't call back. All right. Yeah, now it's down to all of these low down niggas. All right, and yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all like this: you better be careful with that. All right, yes, indeed. All right, because participating and following in any junk can go ahead to participate in your day-to-day life here when it doesn't need to. All right, yeah, following trash, the quote-unquote excitement. All right, yeah, because everything is a big event. The marriage that you got here today, or the engagement and the marriage is a big event. Nigga, the divorce is a big event. All right. All things for you to go back to get attention. All right. And you look at some of the ones that are really damn destroyed. All right. And they answer all the questions for the shit that you might not see in the other ones. All right. Because understand that these little crazy ass jokers agree. They're in agreement with each other. All right. Even for some of your little young ladies sitting next to you, they ain't said nothing. They ain't said yay or nay. All right. And for that, you better pick up on that and you better be careful because that's dangerous, dude. All right. Yeah, she ain't say if she with treating you like this or not, nigga. All right. Well, do you really feel like men ain't shit? All right. I wouldn't say that in the cases for the women because I know we need the women around here and I ain't no damn loony bag. All right. Right. I love the women out here. All right. I respect y'all the whole nine in here. Those are my babies in here. All right. Yes, when I go ahead to speak to that. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. But this lane of discussion here, all right, this speaks of something being broken in a person. All right. That's what it screams.
Man's money. I have a salary out here. I don't need no man. Men don't do shit but fuck you over, take your life, beat the shit out you, kill you maybe. Come on now. Real men. Let me find a real man in the city.
So do you ever plan to get married to a man, or like, are you with a man? Or
I want to get married. I do want to get married.
So you would say the same thing to your husband?
I'm blunt.
Yeah, and that's why you ain't gonna have no husband with your blunt ass. All right, you're gonna blunt your way with a man right out the building because he gonna bluntly defend himself. All right, yeah, dealing with this damn. I want to get married. I'll find me a real man in the city. All right. They're going to beat you and kill you. They're going to do all like, look, all right. Any man with sense is going to stay away, dude. All right. Yeah, you come with some strange charges, nigga. All right. Yeah, nigga, get anything here. If you just try to leave, nigga, you call yourself leaving. All right. And get some charges. Have police around your house, nigga. All right. No, all of a sudden you done whoop their ass, man, and every damn thing else. All right. That's some of this. All right. Right here. Y'all want to know for the young men what it look like, what it sounds like? Right there. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm talking about you trying to get away from a beef. All right. A fight you got popping off, dude. All right. Yeah. You go back to your crib. You look out the window, nigga. It's 5, 6 trucks lined out there. All right. And up, you can't hear nothing but her voice, nigga, yelling. All right. Yes, indeed.
So do you ever plan to get married to a man, or like, are you with a man, or?
I want to get married. I do want to get married.
So you would say the same thing to your husband?
I'm blunt. I'm
Yeah.
very honest. I'm
No,
straightforward.
you're nasty.
I'm straightforward. I'm blunt. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. If you don't like it, get the fuck around me. I'm very aggressive, and my husband gonna know I'm aggressive.
Yeah. And that's like it's like an ashtray, man. That ain't nobody done rinsed out. All right. That's what it is to a masculine male here. All right. No, this is what it is, nigga. Like an old, filthy, dirty ashtray. All right. Bunch of buds stacked up on top of it. All right. No, anybody to empty this joker in a minute. All right. Yeah, it doesn't really have value. It doesn't. He already brings the masculine package. That's him. All right. Yeah, I don't need Cujo next to me. All right. Yeah, you about to go tilt the table over. All right. I'm gonna have to fight like goddamn Sir Gregor Clegane, nigga. All right. Excuse me, down at the shop, nigga, fighting over chickens. All right. Yeah, you can have me in there like that here. All right. Yes, indeed. Fighting 6 and 7 niggas. All right. That's what a mouth like that'll get you. All right. Some charges. All right. Put on probation. All right. Get nigga to cost you your job, nigga. All right. Yes. All right. You picture that showing up to the job, nigga. All right. Yeah. No, she didn't come to bring you no lunch. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you put a mouthpiece in there. Yeah, my husband gonna know too. And I'm very aggressive. And if you don't like it, you can get the F from around me. And yeah, man, it's like, all right. All right. I want to tell y'all this here too for some of y'all young ladies, man. For all that aggression here, all right, we understand it's a shield, all right, because it's almost a cry out and a call for help here. All right, it is because a woman's biggest fear right there on the table is to be left alone, to have a serious situation there, and it isn't any men to come in here to step into regard to help resolve this. All right, yes, indeed. All right, y'all go ahead and think about some of y'all fears and stuff that y'all have. As a man, your stuff is not going to process the way a female's is. All right, in her case is in process. If she's parking down the backside of, excuse me, some parking in garage or what have you, her car is all the way down in the back in the shadows, nigga. All right, she's thinking about the circumstances that she can possibly be sexually assaulted too, as well as being robbed. That's not going through your process of your mind as a male. All right, as you wandering around in here. All right, maybe on your ventures. For a young lady, it would be there, and I understand why it would. All right, yes, indeed. So you have to play all that into process as you hear some of this aggressiveness, because it comes from these places of being left behind, dude. All right, being forgotten about. Disregarded.
Beat the shit out you, kill you maybe. Come on now.
Right, especially when she starts talking like this here.
But fuck you over. It's your life. Beat the shit out you, kill you maybe. Come on now, real men. Let me find a real man in the city.
So do you ever plan to get married to a man, or like, are you with a man, or?
I want to get married. I do want to get married.
So you would say the same thing to your husband?
I'm blunt. I'm
Yeah.
very honest. I'm
No,
straightforward.
you're nasty.
I'm straightforward. I'm blunt. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. If you don't like it, get the fuck around me. I'm very aggressive, and my husband gonna know I'm aggressive.
Excuse me, ma'am. What's the most
TikTok timeline and I see my hands saying, her, I'm broke. Imagine you go to a new nail place, you check them out from TikTok, and then you're asked, oh, hey, I want to respectfully make sure that you say yes to making content before I start recording. Do you mind if I record your hand? 2 days later, I'm scrolling my TikTok timeline and I see my hands saying, her, I'm broke, with a broken heart emoji, meaning you have no money. And then him as a response saying, me, bet. One, this makes absolutely no sense. How am I broke and I'm a paying client that tipped you very well? As a woman of color, I found it very odd how when I looked at other videos on the page of women with lighter skin or white hands, they had no kind of weird captions or anything on it. At 11 o'clock at night, I then check my phone and he sends me a message through the automated number that they have. Hi, Kiani. Before your next appointment, I wanted to reach out and tell you that I can no longer take you on as a client.
There's a video going around on the internet where a person is talking about me at our nail salon, and I just want to come out and apologize for any misunderstanding that happened. Take full accountability, but here's my end of the story. So that post that I posted actually had nothing to do with her. It just happened to be her hands in the video used for that like viral hook. Like, you know how creators use viral hooks to get viewership and stuff like that? That's basically what I did. And I completely forgot that customer, I didn't want to do her nails anymore. That's really my bad. I shouldn't have, correlated her to the video, which could be a big misunderstanding. But yeah, I just wanted views on the video. The reason why I don't want to do her nails anymore is because it just kind of made me feel uncomfortable as I was doing her nails. And my whole thing is that if I don't feel comfortable doing a customer's nails, I'm just not going to do the nails, That we can make life enjoyable with those transactions by talking to one another, by asking each other, how's your day? Just cool conversations, As she sat in my chair, she kind of was passive aggressive and didn't really believe that I could do my job, asking, oh, do you want to see the French again? And like certain things that just kind of ticked me off. Racism isn't even part of the equation because I have a ton of African-American clients, Caribbean clients, Jamaican, Haitian, Nigerian. My brother's wife is Jamaican. It's like, bro, how can I be racist? You know what I mean? Like,
now y'all see why I've been telling y'all to stop going to them shops even before all this boycotting happened? Because they're racist and they only want your coin. But not only do they want your coin, they feel like there's a privilege to sit in their chair and you owe them. So not only do you pay them for the service, you got to shook and jive while you're in their chair too. Because if you don't, they're going to feel uncomfortable. This is blatant racism. He is racist. He's racist. And he wanted her to dance. Dance. What do you mean you gonna sit here and get your nails done because you paid to get your nails done? You supposed to sit here, get your nails done, pay to get your nails done, and entertain me while I'm doing your nails. And his apology video is weird as fuck because are you a nail tech or are you a content creator? Because she paid you to do her nails, not to create a video bashing her. So what the fuck are you upset about when she paid you for a service? So I'm gonna say this one more time for the people in the back. Stop going to these nail shops. Stop going to these chop shops and go find you a black nail tech like me. Because, baby, I'm going to always eat down. And you can come up in my shop and you can be quiet, watch TV. We can sit there and talk. We're going to cry. We're going to laugh. We're going to have fun. And you're going to love your service, period. And that's how it's supposed to be. I'm so tired of people trying to make us feel like we have to change ourselves just to sit in a room with them. We have to dim ourselves down. We have to cover ourselves. We have to conform just to make you feel comfortable. When all we're doing is literally existing. She was watching TV, but because she didn't ask you how your day was, you felt like that was passive aggressive and you didn't like it because it made you uncomfortable. She not there to cater to you. She paid for a service. Give her her service. I'm so sick of people feeling like they can play in our face. Y'all give me some time and I'm going to have us a spot where ain't nobody going to be able to play with us.
All right. Yes, I'm going to continue. I'm going to go ahead and show possibly two more here. Fair use. Much love. I'm still here with y'all. All right, I haven't gone anywhere. All right, much love. Don't forget to smash the like button. All right, don't forget to support the channel in here. And yes, indeed. All right, now I will be back in here to chop up a few extra things there. Just give me a moment.
You can see the stores are empty. This is on a Monday. This is around 5 o'clock after work time. Well, guys, I guess congratulations are in order. We have done it again. This is week 3 in the Black Wealth Transfer. What was initially the Asian business ban or boycott. It went from a boycott to a ban real quick. And now, as you can see, the stores are empty. This is on a Monday. This is around 5 o'clock after work time. Normally, this is a good time to find this store very busy, even during the weekday. It doesn't matter. And the fact that it's this empty is very telling. They dared us, and we came, we saw, and we are conquering. I'm so proud of my community. I'm proud of everybody who is not shopping and who is intentionally looking for Black-owned businesses for your needs. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, because this little boy's life will not be in vain. Ashe.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now I want to go ahead and look at the laws of nature for a second. That's why I say, even Cyrus's case is a good example of protecting our kids. I'm not sure about the overall health there of the baby rabbit. I believe the baby rabbit is deceased. But I always got something that has to do with concern with nature. And the part here in nature is that the mama rabbit went there against the snake to fight that snake for her child, dude. All right. You see in certain parts in the lanes, and you talk about prey and predator. All right, they getting out of the way. I understand certain, all right, apex predators or what have you here. All right, they're there to annihilate. Their bodies adjusted, all right, are exactly for the type of prey in which you are, dude. All right, so your food. All right, he has, all right, a smaller rabbit there, which is this is the mother of that rabbit. All right, wrapped inside of his coils. All right, let's go ahead to proceed. Yeah, that rabbit is. Yeah, shout out to that rabbit. I'm not sure if somebody lived over there or what. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's his baby right there.
Hey, buddy. You doing all right? You've been through a lot today.
All right. So the baby lived, man. That's what's up. All right. I ain't know if the baby had died or not, but the baby had ended up living. The mama is just courageous and ran over there to make sure that her baby didn't damn suffocate and chased the big bully snake off. All right. And what she came to show in that instance, because you seen the snake went to go strike at her. And what he showed in that instance is that she was prepared to risk her life, all right, to make sure she protected her young. All right. No, if the laws of nature can tell you that, dude, then nobody should mentally get anything misconstrued about what the hell their job should be year to day. All right. No, if a rabbit, all right, physics, nigga, all right, a rabbit can turn around in here to go fight a damn snake to come get their child. All right. You understand how powerful that bond is supposed to be. All right. Yeah, that rabbit probably bit his ass too. All right, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. And you know about a rabbit bite. Yeah, that shit hurt. All right. I had a rabbit bite me right in the damn finger. All right. Yeah, you said somebody have a pet rabbit, you stick your hand out. All right. Yeah, but try to bite your damn finger. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Probably try to take a chunk out of his ass. All right. Whatever this rabbit did here. No, he's the star today. Mm-hmm. Because the youngest living. All right. Yes, indeed. And that shows you that's what a parent's supposed to do, to put their life in front of the damn child. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to put their life in front of this child. Yeah. All right. I'm glad to see the laws of nature like that. I'm talking about in 2026 here. All right. We got a good example to show. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go back to the Supreme Court. All right. Let's turn to the Supreme Court for a moment. Give me 1 second here. I'll get myself adjusted, reevaluated here. All right. And I will chime in and just
more. News. A Supreme Court ruling this morning allows the Trump administration to end TPS for Haitian and Syrian immigrants. About 350,000 Haitians and 6,000 Syrians could now face deportation. CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois is your reporter live in Coconut Grove with more details. Tanya.
That's right, Naja. We are here at Miami City Hall where Haitian activists had already gathered. They were speaking before the commission about 287G, which is another immigration issue, when this ruling came down. Now, what this decision means is that hundreds of thousands of Haitians who have called the United States home, many of them right here in South Florida, will effectively lose their status. Now, Haitians were first given temporary protected status in 2010 after the earthquake. Since then, the country has been in repeated turmoil with kidnappings, gang violence. Now, this morning, the ruling means that Haitians who sought refuge here will now have to return as soon as next month. Joining me now live is Tessa Petit. July 2nd, you're saying that is the deadline.
That would be the deadline because the current extension expires July 1st.
So July 2nd, we can see a lot of patients leaving here from South Florida. They will be deemed, their status will be
effective July 2nd. Their legal status in the U.S. In the United States will have expired. Their driver's license will have expired and their work permit. That means that the tens of thousands of Haitians who are working in our healthcare system, who are working in our airports and our retail and restaurants will all have lost their work permit.
And now this is a story we are staying on top of, and we will, of course, have more as the day progresses. For now, live at
Donald Trump is brutal. That's the most I can say. Donald Trump is a brutal man. The Supreme Courts are not your friends. He's leveled these things out to where as though it's in his best interest to kick it up the hill, to kick it up to his buddies, because he understands between Brett Kavanaugh, between Clarence Thomas, between all the people that are already in place, he has the numbers to win anything he wants to in the Supreme Court. All right. That's why most of the time when it gets there, it's done. It's a finished issue. All right. They're not going to continue to go further.
Morning allows the Trump administration to end TPS for Haitian and Syrian immigrants. About 350,000 Haitians and 6,000 Syrians could now face deportation. CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois is your reporter live in Coconut Grove with more details. Tanya.
That's right, Naja. We are here at Miami City Hall where Haitian activists had already gathered. They were speaking before the commission about 287G, which is another immigration issue, when this ruling came down. Now, what this decision means is that hundreds of thousands of Haitians who have called the United States home, many of them right here in South Florida, will effectively lose their status. Now, Haitians were first given temporary protected status in 2010 after the earthquake. Since then, the country has been in repeated turmoil with kidnappings, gang violence. Now, this morning, the ruling means that
what you're going to have to admit respectfully is that that's internal, meaning this business would be going on whether they were back at home or not. You can't go ahead to slow people down on how they're going to behave and to treat themselves and each other. All right. In order to do that, you would literally have to be in place where you were prepared to police the whole deal. All right. Everything here from start to finish. And they're not prepared to do that. All right. No, they're not. It's just like, all right, let's go ahead to scoop up a few of you for a problem that we know that's a lot larger than that. All right. That we know that, look, that needs something in here. All right. Mega economically to change our circumstances in Haiti. You can't just pick out a couple thousand here. All right. And then try to financially level them out. They understand the governments everywhere that go ahead to this immigration thing. They understand that this does not repair your government you got there. It just, and it puts the incentives in the minds of the younger people that fleeing is an option. All right. And that mindset of Jacques Dessalines as far as for Haiti is completely gone, dude. All right. Ain't no need of mentioning it. All right. Don't hold no validity. All right. No, it did at one point in time. And yes, we use that to talk about the markers of resistance in history. When you speak about the French and Napoleon's army and what have you. Yes, 1804 is something that will always be regarded as something great throughout history for Black people, period. But when you follow the histories of afterwards and what happened, all of these coups, not just there, but Burkina Faso, everywhere. All right. You got to always worry about your government turning on you, another coup. All right. Yeah, y'all got a lot of internal problems here that starts with pieces of tribal trash And it ends with the circumstances of you kissing the dominant society, the colonizer's ass, dude. All right, over the terms of any future success that you guys are gonna have economically, dude. That's what I see when I look at Ghana here and the mass amount of pollutions that they have amongst the water, dude. All right, that's y'all handing your government over. Mm-hmm.
The Haitians who sought refuge here will now have to return as soon as next month. Joining me now live is Tessa Petit, July 2nd.
Now I'm talking about Ghana in that case, but hold on.
That is the deadline.
That would be the deadline because the current extension expires July 1st.
So July 2nd, we can see a lot of Haitians leaving here from South Florida. They will be deemed, their status will be
effective July 2nd. Their legal status in the United States will have expired. Their driver's license will have expired and their work permit. That means that the tens of thousands of Haitians who are working in our healthcare system, who are working in our airports and our retail and restaurants will all have lost their work permit.
And now this is a story we are staying on top of, and we will, of course, have more as the day progresses. For now, live at Miami City Hall, Tanya Francois, CBS News, Miami.
All done, Ash?
Yep, and not just with the playground. With the help of zero accounting software, I can keep my cash flow flowing. Woo!
And tonight, we are hearing from South Florida's Haitian community reacting to the court's decision. A Haitian attorney, activist,
So we're talking about as early as Wednesday of next week, everything that they have expires. Their license, whatever, like green card, all of these other things that they have that keep them shielded from being deported, all right, will dissolve. These things are over. Supreme Court is the last place you can go in here to get your situation sorted out. So this is the effectively the end of the road, baby. All right, it is. And like I said, when I spoke to Ayanna Presley, they did everything they could do possibly to keep them here for as long as they could, going step by step, even trying to provide other legislations and things like that on the bills. And none of it worked, Halls. Because as I warned everybody here who thought, nigga, you gonna ride this shit out until the wheels fall off. Everybody else don't know what they talking about. Bruh, the coins of immigration is to be flipped around here politically. You are a pawn on the table, dude. When these politicians and these politics start to go off here, you're a pawn. If you fall into the hands of the Democrats, they're going to spoil you. They're going to throw all the riches that they're supposed to give to freedmen to y'all in the alphabet community. All right. And everywhere else except the damn freedmen. All right. Everybody else going to get their money. You're going to get your pockets flooded here, Halls. All right. For the circumstance the Democrats are in here. That's what we understand. Biden just showed us that in front of the world, nigga. Before he got in office, he said, y'all better learn how to work with Latinos better. All right, who are quite far more diverse than you are. All right, no, trying to explain the mistreatment of damn black folks after you sucked up all of our votes. They took it directly to help individuals who couldn't even vote, nigga, by the hundreds of thousands. All right, no, that's why it's a dead agenda for any black person to vote Democrat. All they're gonna do here is just they smile at you, Halls, as they doing dirt to you. All right. No, the Republicans remind you that they got disdain for you and they don't care if you're happy or not. All right. No, the Democratic way here is to smile at you while they carry the same thing, a dumpster truck juice and garbage, dude. All right. That's why the smiles go away. When you start asking about reparations, all the smiles and shit goes away. And they start talking to you just like the Republicans talk to you. All right. Because that doesn't allow them to extort your vote. You having actual financial power, all right, and things in the game that can punish them. All right. No, they don't want to open up a door to that. All right.
And TPS holders say they are vowing to keep fighting. We continue our team coverage with CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois. And Tanya, you spoke with the Haitian woman who says she's not going back to the Caribbean nation.
Yeah, that's right, Lauren. Just yesterday, the Haitian community was celebrating. Their soccer team scored 2 times. Today, the word devastated is being echoed through these streets.
I cannot deport myself back to Haiti, not because that I don't love my country, but it's impossible. The level of violence, the level of criminality that Haiti
has been existing before you got here and will be long keep going here years after. What's your point? All right. It is not up to us to be your vigilante, your Batman, or whatever your government is supposed to take care of. All right. When it comes to the thieves, all right, robbers, and no goods. All right. Culturally, you should fit right in, ma'am. It's your home. All right. Keep hearing this silly shit. They understand. All right. That's your crib. That's your homeland. All right. Nobody should have this thing where you can go ahead to cop out, dude. All right. Your accent is still heavy. You got over here 5 minutes ago. You good? All right. It looked exactly the same damn way of how it looked when you left. All right. It's in the same conditions. All right.
the level of criminality that Haiti is suffering right now, it won't help me. I won't be able to survive there.
This woman asked us not to show her face nor say her name. She's one of 350,000 Haitians in this country who face being undocumented as soon as next week.
The immigration system in the United States, it's broken. It's not easy. This is the reason that I'm still in the situation right now.
Yeah, because you want to flee so damn bad and you don't want to take care of your problems at home. This is why other folks don't care, because your presence here requires somebody else to do the lifting. That's the problem. All right. Now, if it was something that was built from that center and this foundation where y'all were picking up the whole load and we was able to see some actual actions behind this, that's something different here, dude. But even for those courses, where are you going to rely at it for it to have, reliability to any standards here, dude? All right. When you haven't showed that on your own soil, that doesn't give anybody any faith. All right. That things are going to pick themselves up when you understand that. All right. I can just rest on the American shoulders. I can just rest on Great Britain shoulders. I can just rest on Canadian shoulders. All right. At some point, the same folks who have over-occupied some of these spaces here in America and made us feel very uncomfortable and unwelcome. All right. You're going to have to go back home, dude. All right. Because the problem is not going to go ahead to fix itself. All right. And the same beautiful gifts that we've given respectfully can be using to strengthen your community and to teach other people the stuff you know from doing AC vac and fixing refrigerators and TVs and certain stuff like that. You take the game back to them. All right. And you teach this amongst the damn youngins to get them ready and get them right so they can be able to actually make a decent amount of wages and finances out here. And something that's going to cover ground. So no matter where they're at here, Halls, as far as their lands, they can help the people. All right. That's what you do with all the gifts that we gave you here. All right. You fix what's been damaged in your homeland. All right. That's what the objective is supposed to be. You see, I agree with Steve Bannon when he says after you get your college degrees, you go ahead and go home. All right. I agree with that. All right. Let you stay here, provide you a stable enough program where you can go ahead, use the system's resources here for America, get your college degrees. Okay, there you go. Now take your ass home. All right. Now go clean that shit up. All right. No, you got everything you need. All right. And if your mind is on all of this unity, you can start home with teaching the people there. All right. All the months that it took you to learn this shit, how to do exactly what you know. But you do that for them for free, the same way we let you do it over here. All right. That shows mentally if you care about where you come from, or you're just a selfish person here who only is worried about the security and reinsurance of yourself. All right. Hold on here.
While immigration attorneys wait on more guidance, the understanding is protections will end on July 1st, and on July 2nd, work permits will expire, and so will driver's licenses. Vanessa Joseph is an immigration attorney and the city clerk for North Miami, which has the largest concentration of Haitians outside of Haiti.
We're not talking about anything theoretical. We're talking about people's actual lives. And when it's someone that someone you know very well, someone that you care deeply for, it hurts even more.
Activists say Haitians will not be defeated. They need to make preparations as the fight continues.
What I'm saying to them is there are steps you need to take. You need to protect your families. You need to protect your assets. You need to identify people who will take care of your children if the needs exist. But you also need to fight for yourselves.
We need to fight. We have to fight. It's the only thing that we can do, and that's how we've gotten everything else that we've gotten. So how do we stop fighting now?
Yeah, and this is why freedmen can't get no resources, because all of their mandated labor is spent on wasted energy, where at the end, you ain't got the numbers really to go ahead to bust any guns off to do anything. You don't have the political people lined up. You don't. You need, all right, a certain amount of judges there, the Supreme Court, to even get you well, and you don't have that. So as long as I told you, Trump can push these court cases up there, you're gonna get destroyed by the time you get there. All right, he already knows this. It makes these circumstances easy pickings for him. All right. Plus, your counterparts to that is that you don't have freedmen to back you, dude. All right, you got to stand in the middle of the street on your own. All right, you got to stand right there on your own, nigga, and look stupid and repeat that silly ass shit you just said. All right, with nothing backing you. All right, that's what the killer is right there. All right, right, because at least getting your head bashed, but still publicly having some form of freedman support gives you validity. It gives you validation. It gives you relevancy. All right. When we don't give a shit politically, dude, messages go to die, Halls. All right. To a graveyard. All right. Hold on.
Let Samuel break this down real simple. Black community's been begging for resources for 60 years. Better schools, safer streets, jobs, housing. Democrats said, wait your turn, baby. We're working on it. Then 12 million people crossed the border illegally, and suddenly there's money for hotels, debit cards, lawyers, translators, medical care. Where was that energy for us? They found the budget real quick when it wasn't for Black America. That ain't immigration policy. That's a slap in the face. Samuel sees it. Do you? Let Samuel break this down real simple. Black community's been begging for resources for 60 years. Better schools, safer streets, jobs, housing. Democrats said, wait your turn, baby. We're working on it. Then 12 million people crossed the border illegally, and suddenly there's money for hotels, debit cards, lawyers, translators, medical care. Where was that energy for us? They found the budget real quick when it wasn't for Black America. That ain't immigration policy. That's a slap in the face.
Yeah, that's just called policy. Let me help you out. No, that's simply called policy. That's it. All right. You can throw the term away. You can put that there because you understand that's what the blatant agenda is there. But that's standard policy. That's what any politician can go in there and do, and they're not going to be overruled. There's not going to be any pushback. All right. You can just go ahead to form and put your bills in. And for most cases, all right, you'll see forms of bipartisanship throughout the years. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Where both the Republicans and the Democrats are agreeing upon how much money you giving to this group over here for absolutely no damn reason here. All right. Other than to make sure that economically that group is living financially better than Black people. In other words, to put your thumb on the scale. All right. Yeah, to lean your whole body on the damn scale. All right. Yeah, elbows and all. All right. Yes. That's what that means there. Because you understand, I told y'all, without that, it can't work. It'll die. All right, you got to do that. It's self-destruct on itself. For all that, they could just stay at home in their homeland here. All right, no, they got to make the economic margins. All right, extremely noticeably larger, nigga. All right, with extra benefits and tangibles on top of that. All right, so the only way it'll work if you oversaturate the game financially. All right, why you think all them jokers wanted to get in here like this, nigga? He got the word. They were giving away the bag, nigga. All right, no, Biden and them was handing out as much money as they could to illegals, nigga, a month. All right, to ridiculous standards, nigga. They didn't have to go to social services and a lot of these other spots because for the homeless centers and not homeless centers, for the illegals, the little centers and spots that they had in Chicago and what have you. All right, those people from the DMV and all of these other spots, social services would come there, dude. All right, all this was brought to them. They was, goddamn it, help to fill out these paperwork and documentation in here and being able to get their extra credits and shit that they need in here to get their degrees and stuff like that given to you for free, Halls. All right, I showed you there was some people who come in there, you ain't got no ID, you ain't got nothing. All right, it's a nigga behind a keyboard that's prepared to send you anywhere around in America for free. All right, wherever your family is. All right, this is the type of shit they had set up. You talking about money being ready for you the moment you goddamn plant your foot out here. All right, that's what I mean. And as well as the damn Visa debit cards here, Halls, for what was it? I want to say $350 a week. All right, which comes up to $1,400 a month for just food and clothes. All right, this is the type of trash they were doing. All right, hold on.
Juneteenth is not only an American story, it is a global story, an African story, and a Ghanaian story. It reminds us that the struggle for freedom, dignity, and justice is universal and unending. In this castle that was once used to service the machinery of enslavement, we gather today to declare that freedom is unfinished without repairing the trauma and lasting injustice. Juneteenth is not only an American story, it is a global story, an African story, and a Ghanaian story. It reminds us that the struggle for freedom, dignity, and justice is universal and unending. In this castle that was once used to service the machinery of enslavement, we gather today
Other illegitimate claim, as I said, they keep coming after our stuff, trying to feed the wounds of Ghana. Yeah, they got no Ghana for its government and everything else for their railroad stuff that they're supposed to have for China. I think they had got something like 400 million or whatever. All right. These things were supposed to change the circumstances for Asians coming in. And instead, they got all up in your damn gold mines, nigga. All right. Like I said, destroyed your water, destroyed your agriculture, destroyed your farmland. All right. It looks like shit over there. All right. No disrespect. It's just the truth. All right. When you're holding up bottles of water from over there in Ghana, as they show, nigga, it's mercury, all types of dirt and shit floating in the bottom. All right. It's trifling. All right. I told y'all, go to YouTube here. There's a guy in there that his channel is called Places. Please look at that video there on Ghana. He has a video speaking about Ghana. It's 54 minutes long, nigga. It's heartbreaking. All right, they got niggas. They said there's a nigga in there that's digging so much for gold that people are having problems with folks digging right next to their home, nigga. All right, this is how much digging is going. It's just violations everywhere in Ghana, dude. All right, violations. It's people standing around digging for damn gold, no permits, no nothing. Bunch of jokers holding AR-15s. All right. There's a bunch of shit like that going on in their country. All right. Ain't just one or two or three or four. It's a bunch of them, dude. They said it was over about 50-something thousand gold miners over there. All right. Yes. All right. That's a goddamn problem when you're talking about feeding yourself, keeping agriculture here together. The fish, the damn animals that are sitting here drinking the damn water that y'all have out here, dude. You destroy all the goddamn farmland. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the cows and shit that they got over there. And yeah, that mercury and that lead and all this shit, this stuff that they got, and cyanide or all this other garbage that they sitting here putting into the water here. That shit gets into their muscles, also, and locks into it. All right. So your ass is sitting in there eating that too, as well as drinking it. All right. Yeah. The lady said trying to avoid the contamination in the water is like trying to avoid the damn what would you say? The flies here, Halls, the mosquitoes. That's the term she said. All right. Yeah, that means all the water is effed up. All right. Now, in a moment that the ancestors is over here giving y'all the business for bad decisions. All right. Yeah, you come over here to reach for foundational Black Americans reparations here, dude, to hold on to. All right. Y'all get y'all asses back over there. All right. No shit. The way we go ahead to discover the circumstances for raggedy shit is that it continues to be raggedy. All right. Yes, indeed. Don't matter the years. It doesn't matter the process. It doesn't matter who's behind the machine, dude. It just continues to smoke and continue to have its raggediness. All right. And you sold us out for a 6-pack of beer, nigga. All right. Yeah. All right. Sold us out for less than damn nothing. You don't get the double dip after that, nigga. All right. Stop talking about our issue. Because all we've seen y'all do is kiss white folks' asses, nigga, and infringe upon our damn reparations in America. All right. And the United Nations shut your stinking ass down. All right. Because from a factual term, mentally, you ain't got no claim, nigga. All right. Talking about Ghana here. You participated in the slave trade. Don't get mad because your partners turned on you, Halls. You don't get nothing for that. All right. You went to stab us in the back and do us greasy. All right. You collecting money and chilling, thinking things are sweet. And you got to learn the valuable lesson that all bootlicks learn, nigga. All right. Yes. All right. The moment we get tired of all the silly ass words coming out your mouth, all right, and all your bull crap, we're going to take you with us too, nigga. All right. Yeah. The moment we get to, we are sick and tired of the bullshit, nigga. All right. Yeah. We're going to flex this same type of slaver authority on your ass, nigga. You're next, nigga. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, most bootlicks feel like they're exempt from them circumstances. You ain't. All right. And that's all. Let me tell you this. That's all that happened to them, dude. All right. That's it for Ghana's cases. We don't know what you whining about. You sitting in here, got your lips all up in, they got their lips all up in the circumstances of CARICOM's business, the Caribbeans and all this. I seen the news report, and it's like, nigga, that ain't got the reparations they fighting for ain't got nothing to do with you. All right. Look at you. All right. I'm talking about trying to attach yourself by any means. And what I was looking at for those statues at CARICOM was where they were going to introduce Ghana in the conversation for getting reparations. And they ain't never say nothing about you. All right. Not a damn thing. All right. Which means you a bandwagon nigga. All right. You just name drop it. All right. That's all. Trying to get on. All right. That's legitimately their reparations. Us as freedmen, we're not speaking against it. All right. Excuse me, for the Caribbeans, we hope you get it. All right. But we ain't trying to tag on to it either. All right. It is what it is. All right. We're not shooting it down and we ain't trying to tag on to it. If anything, we wish you the best. All right. When you look at Ghana, they're trying to tag on to whatever reparation slogan internationally they can. All right. Yeah. Trying to fix that funky ass hole in the roof y'all got over there. All right. Or that soggy ass water of yours. All right. Yeah. Get them big stinking ass machines and all that mercury and bullshit out your lands. Get them Asians out of there, dude. All right. Immediately. All right. You might have something to salvage. All right. It looks bad. They got abandoned machines just sitting in the middle of the damn water. All right. This is how bad it is over there. All right. Yes. All right. I'm talking about folks' skin turning colors and shit. All right. Because when you touch them chemicals there directly in here, they be going in the water, gold mine, stuff like that. A lot of them go in there, they ain't got no socks and shoes on, no nothing. All right. Yeah. And that shit changes the color of the pigmentation of your skin, dude. All right. Messing around with these chemicals every day. All right. Hold on. Mm-hmm.
Say at the intersection of this decision are human lives, adding that their fight is not over to keep them safe. News of the Supreme Court's decision rippled through members of South Florida's Haitian community gathered at Miami City Hall to protest the city's agreement with Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
All of these battles are intertwined.
My people, they can't go back. It's real. The reality in Haiti is real.
In a 6-3 vote, the Supreme Court gave the Trump administration the green light and temporary protected status for more than 250,000 Haitians.
There is no grounds for terminating Haiti TPS based on the country conditions inside Haiti. This is absolutely absurd.
But with the State Department Level 4 do not travel advisory still in place for Haiti, TPS Haiti advocates say the Supreme Court's decision is cruel. They described forced deportations to the gang-riddled nation like a death sentence.
I would not say we would likely go back. We're going to stick together. We're going to keep on fighting.
The battle is not over.
So you may hear that the battle is not over and think to yourself, a Supreme Court decision sounds pretty final, right? But in a long arc of U.S. history, you will see that Supreme Court decisions are not always the final say. In fact, Congress can override them. The most cited example really are the 13th and 14th Amendments. That was a reaction to the Dred Scott decision, effectively ending slavery in the United States of America. And so for them, that is their new battle line. As I'm joining you live, they are on phone calls and urging everyone, not just within the Haitian American community, but within the state of Florida, to reach out to their representatives and their senators. They want them to move and take action now and have a congressional response to this decision. They said, ultimately, if you live in Florida, you probably know at least one person who is Haitian, and they're hoping that folks pick up a phone and call their representatives. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10.
Man, what the hell is that going to solve? What is it going to do, actually? What is it going to do? All right, your ass out, man. Huh? What you say? End of the line. All right? Everybody out here. End of the line, bub. All right? Yes, and Lee, that's it. That's the last dance you going to get, man. All right? They went to do everything they could do for you. All right? Tried to look out. All right? I watched stuff in that case where I've never, ever seen a politician do that for Friedman. Ever. I'm talking about keep busting the door down to make sure you ain't denied. Let's just keep taking this further. Let's fight. That's what your politicians are supposed to be doing for you in the first place. And you recognize they have the suitable energy to do this, just not for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could get done. You're right, but not for you. All right. Definitely could get done here. All right. So that's what you go ahead to process in that conversation. That's what I do here. And I look at it because it's like, all right, well, you seen Ayanna Presley out here. I told you I got to keep mentioning her because she was beating her chest. I'm like, oh, we thought we couldn't do it, but we got it done. Got what done, nigga? All right. You postponed their demise. That's it. All right. At the end, Trump was able to take his boot. all right, and get rid of all kinds of jokers. Start shaking the bushes. More niggas than you can shake on a stick started shaking a bush back there. All right, you understand? All right, and he was able to clear out, all right, a whole damn a car warehouse, nigga, full of damn South Koreans. All right, yeah, he doesn't discriminate. All right, that's what that showed me. All right, no, as Adrian Broner used to say, anybody can get it. They can, man. All right, hold on here, fair use.
There are Americans coming over here being nasty, doing nasty things, and being bad to the locals. Now, let me flip the script, okay? Let's talk about the fact that we get abused over here too. The thing about Ghana is stop crying victim. Stop crying victim, because y'all cheat us out of a lot of stuff. Y'all invited us to come home, which by the thousands we did. We came running to Ghana. People sold their homes, moved out of their apartments, sold everything. Some people packed up containers and moved over here just to get over here and realize this is not our home. Y'all call us foreigners. Ghanaians call us that. We didn't make that word up. We didn't start calling ourselves that. We don't know that that's what y'all call the white people and the Chinese because we're not around them. But we know that that's what y'all call us. I ain't never heard the word before, Toby, till I came to Ghana. Okay. Y'all invite us home. Let's talk about what y'all do to us. Starting from the fucking airport. No, before we get to the airport, we got to have a visa that we pay for to even enter our home. We pay all this money for passports and visas to get here. We get to the airport, and as soon as you see a fucking blue passport, everybody's coming for us. Can you give me something small, small at the COVID place? You get to immigration. Can you give me something small, small? You get to baggage. Can you give me something small, small?
In Ghana, all right, the cases of the Ghanaian citizens and how low down it is. All right. No, man, that's trifling. I told y'all that biggest place where they go hustle everybody at here is the damn airport. You can't make it through there without somebody in here trying to, all right, trying to pull you a number. All right. Come on, dude. They might just want to, you know what I mean, to get your bags and go here. All right. This is where most folks are sitting back in there to get their day-to-day scratch. Is watching who's coming through that damn the airport, dude.
I have never seen nowhere in any country or state where people have openly, it says $60 for foreigners, $30 for locals. Okay. You go to Cocoon Park, and I don't remember the price. Let's say 200 for foreigners, because that's what y'all call us, 40 for locals. You go to the castle, it's 60 for foreigners, 10 for locals. I ain't never seen that nowhere. I ain't never went nowhere in the US, Mexico, and Canada where it said you pay, if you a local, if you're from here, you pay $3 for a Coca-Cola, but if you're a foreigner, you pay $8 for a Coca-Cola.
Oh, nigga, that's called scamming. All right, it's called scamming. That's all it is. All right, no, and you flexing your own case of oppression. All right, and white supremacists like tactics. If you're going to take the locals and make them pay here, they paying $3 for a Coca-Cola, but then for a freedman come walk up, it's $8. All right. Yeah, you blatantly just trying to smash our heads and get over on us on any and everything. When you say something that's $30 over here for you, but it's 60 for us. All right. That's a place where you shouldn't want to spend any of your money. All right. Right. You turn people away with behavior like that when the common folks are gonna act like this towards the visitors. It's just greedy, all right, and it's garbage, and it shows, all right, how dishonest and dishonorable people are over there. All right. If I have to walk around with a translator, dude, all right, it's literally what she's saying. If it's not a person there to come and speak up there for you, then the first thing a person's going to try to do is financially take advantage of you. That's a distrust. This is a distrustworthy spot to be in. All right. No, everything is about scamming. All right. To the point where you got it up on signs, nigga. All right. Yeah, come on, Halls. All right. Hold on.
For foreigners, because that's what y'all call us, 40 for locals. You go to the castle, it's 60 for foreigners, 10 for locals. I ain't never seen that nowhere. I ain't never went nowhere in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada where it said you pay, if you a local, if you're from here, you pay $3 for a Coca-Cola, but if you're a foreigner, you pay $8 for a Coca-Cola. I ain't never seen that nowhere except Ghana.
Black Americans, for some reason, are unable to fathom that Africans murder each other, genocide one another, conquer each other, oppress and subjugate one another. So the fact that you share the same skin color is frankly inconsequential. And the left has constantly told
I'm not with this Swedish meatball garbage. The left and the right ain't right, dude. Neither one of them are. We don't even talk like that, man. That's op talk, nigga. That's police talk where I'm from. All right. When you hear somebody come in here talking about the left, all right, the liberal left, it's like the right ain't right. The right ain't never fit good. All right. Yeah, they both the same terms. All right. When you're in opposition, they mean absolutely nothing. It's the same thing. All right. We said two wings on the same plane. Mm-hmm.
Sade Better-Edouard. We begin with the growing NYPD corruption scandal. The FBI investigation started with former Chief of Department James Madry and a probe into overtime.
It's now expanded to include a bribery investigation involving Assistant Chief Jimmy McCarthy and former NYPD Deputy Commissioner Tariq Shepard.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles is at police headquarters in Lower Manhattan. Darla?
Sade and Joe, this is a joint investigation with Internal Affairs, the FBI, and the U.S. Attorney's Office here in the Southern District of New York. They are looking into whether or not former Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry and members of his senior leadership took money and or favors or gifts in order for preferential assignments and promotions.
FBI agents seen at the home of former NYPD Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry from Newscopter 7 Wednesday morning. It's been a year and a half since he abruptly stepped down as the highest-ranking uniformed officer, but his 2-year tenure still under scrutiny. The joint investigation now looking into allegations of bribery related to promotions and assignments.
This is an investigation that the NYPD is conducting with the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York.
Search warrants executed at multiple locations today. The home of former Deputy Commissioner of Public Information Tariq Shepard, who retired last May after 21 years with the department. At times, the center of controversy for his social media post and tension with former interim commissioner Tom Donlin. The home of current Assistant Chief of Manhattan Patrol Borough South, James McCarthy, also searched. He's been with the NYPD 41 years. Commissioner Jessica Tisch issuing a statement saying, "This investigation and our actions this morning are part of the ongoing effort to fulfill that commitment and hold the department to its highest ideals." But the bribery investigation into Madry, Shepard, and McCarthy is
Hold
separate.
on 1 second. Hold on.
Mayor Eric Adams arrested in a separate investigation. Good evening. I'm Joe Torres in for Mike Larza.
And I'm Sade Better-Edouard. We begin with the growing NYPD corruption scandal. The FBI investigation started with former Chief of Department James Madry and a probe into overtime.
It's now expanded to include a bribery investigation involving Assistant.
Man, I need some time to break these things down. I'm going to go back to do this a little bit later on. I got too much in here. All right, jam-packing with. And that's the case I got to go through as well as this case of sitting here looking at the cases of a question asked of why Africa can't afford to watch Nigeria fail. All right. And that video has been put out a day ago. All right. No, let me go ahead to look into these things. I got some international stuff to watch and go over. Once I at least break these things down and hit to a form where I can deliver it here to you, I'll be right back. In the meantime, in between time, yeah, smash the like button, share this video. I'll be back to give people their ranches pretty soon. So please make sure that you stay around. So bottom line, T. Walden, in a minute.